Receiving the opening kickoff. The fans are happy to hear that.
The AIA officials.
So here we go. We're getting ready to get started. Do what they do very well, but they're extremely different from each other. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to give a lot of attention to Benson quarterback Dawson Judd, one of the best in 2A football in the state of Arizona. But Willcox did a good job last time playing against Mr. Judd and that Benson offense with them high-powered wide receivers. And like you said, Kev, they came out on top. I know they're looking to do the same thing. But key point, we talked about this. How hard is it to beat a team two times? We're going to find out.
All right, so we getting ready for kickoff here. We got the Cowboys ready to receive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so back to receive the kick. We got number 7, Anthony Morales, and number 6, Caleb Cook, back to receive this kick. The biggest stars in 2A South football are all going to be on this field tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're in really for a show. This game should be a treat.
If I'm Benson, I'm trying to avoid kicking to Caleb Cook here. He's their big play threat. I wouldn't want to get him the ball with a chance to make a big play to start this game. But the kick is off. Received here.
Morales has a little seam in the middle. Oh, they shut the door on that one pretty quick.
Looks like he'll be brought down around the 28-yard line. That was Morales on the return.
And so here we go. We talked about it all during the pregame show. I've talked about it for the last month. We're about to see the three-headed monster of a running attack from the Willcox Cowboys. I like to call them lightning, thunder, and rain. They got 3 running backs that carry the ball so well. I already saw them. 13. Ishmael Cuevas running out there. Not be surprised. Right with a run by Cuevas. Let's see what the Cowboys do here on first down.
And quarterback Robert Hill Jr. right there under center. First possession of the game. Looks like, oh, we're going to have a,
then it's going to be
defensive
on the
pass offsides on the defense.
It's something I noticed pre-snap, and this is an adjustment I can already tell the Bobcats have made. Normally the Bobcats come out of a base 4-3 defense. Not tonight. Tonight, they got 4 linebackers in the box.
Obviously trying to focus on stopping that running game, which they know is going to be a big key in this game. As we line up here, Willcox, quarterback Robert Hill Jr. He's going to take this under center. Gives it right up the center. That's Caleb Cook going to the right side. He's brought down right after a gain about 8 yards and a first down.
That was a stiff hit that he took just there. That was, I believe that was Raleigh Evans that laid that nice hit on at the end of that play. But it was a big run, and that's going to be a first down. And speaking of first downs, well, we'll cover one at the end of this next one.
Here we go, 1st and 10, first quarter, 11.5 minutes left in the quarter, under center, man in motion, it's a fake here. We're gonna give to Caleb Cook around the middle again. He's gonna get maybe 2 yards on that kick.
They tried to run the trap, but with a little twist on it with the fake handoffs there, and a lot of stuff going on in the backfield, but the offensive line couldn't get it going, couldn't get the blocks kind of set up to open this up.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of pre-snap motion there, just trying to keep Benson on their toes, keeping their eyes moving, making them see a lot of things. Obviously, Willcox is going to run the ball a lot tonight.
Absolutely. And so we want to give a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, live sports sponsor, SSVC, who's serving our community.
Hill Jr. under center. He's got Cuevas and looks like Cook in the backfield. He's going to give that to Cuevas, right to the off tackle. He's going to gain about 2 to 3 yards. He's going to be setting up about a 3rd and 6.
Yep, so Cuevas, going towards the middle, but a little more off tackle with that run. And so, yeah, right now we're seeing that the adjustment that the Bobcats made is causing the Willcox offense to have to react differently with how they want to run the ball.
A big-time 3rd down here. It's going to call it about 5, 3rd and 5. 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. Still 0-0.
Potential for a tone-setting kind of play right here.
Same formation. 2 backs. He's going to give that to Caleb Cook. Right down the center, runs right up the middle for about 10 yards. And a first down, Willcox.
And that's just a big run up the middle. Big run up the middle by Cook. He was tackled by Raleigh Evans there, and also Jacob Scouten on the end of that play. So that sets him up with an SSVC first down. And speaking of SSVC, and all our sponsors are putting their investment in local youth sports by making this coverage free to use. So please stop by our list of sponsor locations and do business with the businesses that support the stuff you love. SSV is our presenting sports sponsor, powering our live stream youth sports coverage all year long. SSVC, serving our community.
And here we are, 1st and 10, Willcox. Got a man in the backfield. He gives that to Cuevas right up the center again. He's going to run for another 15, 60, 70
Cuevas up the gut. That's exactly what I expected him to do. I thought that was going to be the play that was going to happen in the beginning of the game. But they held on to it and waited now, and now they're knocking on the door of the red zone here, Dennis. And this is right here. This is just typical, normal Willcox Cowboy offense.
Got to be concerning if you're a Benson Bobcat. It's been 5, 6 straight runs.
You got 9 guys in the box, and you haven't had a tackle for a loss, but only 1 down.
Under center. Again, he's going to pitch that out to Cook going down the right side.
Opening.
He's going to get about 9 yards before finally brought down.
And that's a nice run there. Just Caleb Cook taking that ball outside. And I talked about him, that big, talented Willcox offensive line. These guys move very well off the line. And then the running backs all block for each other, too.
Very good observation. You can see as they're just pounding this ball down into the red zone now. All running plays. Willcox has yet to even make a passing attempt and have gotten positive yards on every run so far.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
I know that's right. Here we go. Hill under center. He's got Cook in the backfield with him. Arm in motion. He's going to give that to Cuevas. short game, but he's going to get the first down.
Cuevas was met at the line by Workman, but he still was able to fall forward and get the yardage he needed for an SSVEC first down. And so now they're sitting right outside, what's that, about the 12-yard line that they're at?
Yeah, about 12-yard line, first and 10 at the 12.
And they can still get another first down the way that they're set up. This is exactly what they want to do.
Absolutely. Still the first possession of the game. We have 7.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Willcox, all runs have gone down to the 12-yard line now, first and 10. This is going to be a pitch to the outside left. Caleb Cook's going to take that to the 1-yard line.
Hey, man, he put his shoulder down that play, and he just was not going to be the yardage that he needed. He put his shoulders down and said, I'm getting a first down here. And now they got a first and goal. This is looking great. This is Cowboy offense right here. These guys saddle up, they put their spurs on, and they dig in for the rough ride. This is exactly what we got going on right here.
First and goal, Cowboys. Dominant first possession here. Just under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. First and goal, score still 0-0, but not for long, does it seem like. He's going to give that to Cuevas right inside, and does he get in?
I don't know if he got the yardage there. I think he might have just got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he scored yet. They're marking him short. Yeah, that one little step that he took at the beginning of the run, I think that kind of kept him from getting that forward momentum he needed to fall forward and get into the end zone. But he didn't lose yards.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine them not pounding this in and scoring.
Exactly. I don't think it's going to happen.
This possession. Now we're about 6.5 minutes left into the quarter, still 0-0. This is the first possession of the game. Willcox got the ball first, and they've taken it all the way down here to the goal line. Second and goal, and does he get in there? Fire department throws up a flag for good measure, and they got the red lights flickering out here. So here we go, Cowboys. Again, it's 6:06 left on the clock. They just took half of the first quarter on their first drive. This is what the Cowboys do. They run the ball right down your throat, and they hold on to the ball and take away your opportunities to score by using up so much clock. Absolutely dominating way to start the game for Willcox. Like you said, took the ball from the opening kick, all runs.
And it is good.
Extra point is good.
And just think about that. We just watched a dominant Willcox running attack take the ball down the field. And guess what? They only used 2 of their backs. Asher Ward didn't have carries on that drive yet. So wait until see what happens when they get him started tonight.
Right. Only faced 1 third down that entire possession, and they picked that first down up. So could not ask for a better start of the game if you're a Willcox Cowboy fan. And if you're a Benson Cowboy fan, you got to be a little bit concerned with your ability to stop Willcox.
Again, the adjustment that they made was they broke out of their normal, 4-3 defense. They got 4 linebackers that they're playing with tonight, and still same result, Cowboys running touchdown. So we got 6:06 on the clock. Cowboys up 7-0 in the first quarter. They're getting ready to kick off, and Benson will now have their first shot on offense. So we'll see what the Bobcats are able to do once they get the ball into their very capable hands.
Obviously, the pressure is on Benson to answer that start of the game. Willcox back to kick. Oh, it's a short kick. Going to be caught right around the 30-yard line, and he's brought down right around that spot. So short kick, but no return.
Nothing much after he caught it.
They'll be taking over right around the 30-yard line.
That was returned by Cohen Barney. He pretty much caught it, maybe got a yard after, maybe a step or two for the Cowboys special teams unit. It was all over him. And so here we go. The leading passer in 2A South, actually in all of 2A football, on the field now, Dawson Judd, number 9. I call him Superman. Let's see what he does tonight.
Dawson Judd back in the shotgun. Got Rene Lorda. He's going to give it to him on the handoff. He's going to push it to the left, outside. He's not going to get much. And it's a fumble. Recovered by Willcox.
That's Asher Ward, I believe, fell on that ball. We just talked about Ward, and Ward recovers a fumble. What we just saw, ladies and gentlemen, was that Benson tried to come out and run the football, right? They came out of the
wait a minute.
No.
They're saying that Lorda was down before the fumble.
Oh,
no fumble.
Wow.
That is a game-changing call.
I don't like that call at all. I don't like that call at all. Okay, well, lucky break for the Bobcats.
Well, it looks like it's about a 2nd and 6. Dawson Judd back to pass. He's going to look for his receiver to the left, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, he was trying to get that to Wayne Stark, but it was just a little bit out of Stark's reach. And, you know, the pressure still on the Bobcats. Even though they had that lucky break with the fumble not being a turnover, they're still now in a position where this is a 3rd down. They need to convert.
And look at Benson playing with some pace right here. They're going no-huddle offense. This is a big 3rd down to start the game. We're going to say 3rd and about 5. Judd back to pass. He's rolling to his right. He's throwing that deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking at it hit Santo, but Santo had two defenders on him, and it was just nowhere for him to get that football in there. And he was under pressure. The no-huddle wrinkle that they have, that ability for them to go no-huddle, and they do it very efficiently, that throws a lot of teams off balance, but it's hard to kind of use that now when you really haven't established yourself yet.
Yeah, they had to be at least a little bit rattled after that first play. That was a fumble, then not. But Dawson Judd is actually back to punt. He's going to get that punt off. Recovered right around the 31-yard line.
So that ball is, he falls on it. That's Joseph Sanchez. And so now the Willcox Cowboy offense is going to come back on the field after getting a 3-and-out.
How important is it for Benson to get a stop right?
Listen, if they go down 14 points here, honestly, they might not get the ball back this quarter.
5 and a quarter left in this first quarter.
I mean, Willcox had the ball for 7 minutes on the first drive, and then Benson had it for what, 45 seconds?
Right. 1st and 10. Under center, he's going to give that to Cook going up the middle. He's not going to get much. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
But we got a flag at the end of that play. I'm wondering what this is going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be. I'm not sure who it's against. It could be a hold. No, face mask against the Bobcats. So that's going to hurt. That personal foul is going to give them, that's 15 yards, right?
Yeah.
Moving 3 lines. 15 yards and automatic 1st down.
When you finally get a stop.
Right, and then that happens.
Plays. Oh, that's got to be heartbreaking.
You know, you may even want to consider calling a timeout here and talking to your guys, because this is the equivalent in basketball of somebody hitting like 3 3-pointers in a row. We got to stop. Yeah, we got to stop and regroup.
Right. So here we go. 1st and 10. Just under 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Hill's taking it under center. He's got Cuevas and Cook in the backfield. He pitches it to Cook on the outside. He's going to get the corner, get about 7 yards before he's finally brought down.
So that's another just example of them using that power to move the ball up the field.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A little bit of power up the middle, then they go speed around the corner. Picking up good yardage there. Looking at about 2nd and 4. 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter still. Willcox going under center, still have Cuevas and Cook in the backfield. The give is to...
That's the Ward, I believe.
Oh, is that Ward? Asher Ward with the carry. He's going to get brought down right around the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't able to gain a yard. Like he didn't have his feet under him too well. Like he came around the corner, but he kind of was tiptoeing. He didn't really come around, you know, like he had intentions to run the ball with power there.
That was his first carry of the game.
Right.
So he's probably going to work himself in.
But, I mean, it's still a very manageable situation with the down and distance.
Right. 3rd and 2 is a free throw for them. But this is a big opportunity for Benson to try to get their defense off the field.
Still no passes from the Cowboys yet.
3rd and 2. The give is to Cuevas right up the middle. He gets the first down and a little bit more. Brought down around the 40-yard line.
That was a great run right there by Cuevas. He's the man in the middle. I mean, this is what he does. It's rare to see people that like running the ball in the middle like that, but this young man does it so well.
Yeah.
And when he runs it up the middle, I mean, I don't have his average of his yards in front of me, but I've seen him average 4 to 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, it always seems like it. Right. 1st and 10, Willcox with just over 3 minutes left in this first quarter, and it's been a good one for the Cowboys. Hill Jr. taking this under center. That's going to be a pitch out here to Cook. Again, on that left side. Still getting good yardage, probably about 5 yards, brings that to about the 40. The 35-yard line.
They got textbook efficiency with their run game. And, you know, when I play football, my coaches always tell us, we run the ball, we want to get 3 to 5 yards every time we carry the football. And that's exactly what the Cowboys are doing here. Because think about it. You run the ball 3 times and get 3 yards, that's 9 yards. You right there on the first down.
Right.
So you make these 3rd and 4th down decisions very manageable by having an efficient run game like this.
Absolutely. No need to change things up. Hill's going under center again with his 2 backs in the backfield. Got Asher Ward in motion. Cuevas in motion, draws the defense offside. That's going to be a free 5 yards.
And that was number 11, Tyler Kirkpatrick. He saw that motion from the backfield, and he jumped, getting a little nervous, wanting to go up and make a play. You know, the interesting thing about Willcox is all 3 of the running backs are on the field at the same time. You don't know who's going to get the ball. So you kind of got to react to anything you see happen from there, because at any given time, any of them could get the ball and could hurt you.
That's a lot to deal with.
Yes,
and
it is.
Another first down for the Cowboys. 2 minutes left in this quarter. They're up 7-0. And here we go, under center. Cook in motion. They're going to drop back to pass this time. Hill's looking for his receiver, and it's a little off.
Looking for, and we talked about during the pregame show, Jackson taking off down the field by himself, and look, not 1, not 2, but 3 Bobcat defenders shadowing him as he runs down the field.
As they should.
He's a very capable receiver.
Yeah.
This was my critique against their offense in the previous game, was that when they do decide to pass the ball, a lot of times they only send 1 target down the field. And so it's easy to pick up when you're throwing the ball to when you only got 1 guy running a route.
It's almost like you're letting Benson off the hook a little bit when you pass, too, because they haven't been able to stop the run.
Right.
But here we go, 2nd and 10. They're back under center. He's going to pitch that out to Cook on the right side. He's going to get that corner, and he's
the stiff one. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hey, that's how you run the football. And the Willcox crowd is going nuts. Cowboys take a 13-0 lead there. A simple toss play, but did you see how those backs and the line block for each other? And then Cook at the end just put the icing on the cake with that nice little stiff arm to get into the end zone and get a touchdown.
Absolutely.
That's Cuevas.
Oh,
Cuevas is going to be kicking.
Cuevas is kicking. Let's see if he knocks in this extra point to make it 14.
Oh, the kick is blocked.
The extra point attempt is blocked.
That is blocked. One of the first positive plays by Benson this evening.
So Benson won't let it be a 14-point lead because they stopped the extra point. But again, Willcox is having their way right now. This game is going completely in their way. And think about how much pressure is on the Bobcats right now. And like we talked about, the coaches over there rallying the troops, trying to get their composure right.
Yeah.
Because this next drive is super important.
Very important for Benson to put up an answer. We talk about one quarter, which there's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this quarter, and it's been dominated by Willcox. Not just in the sense of yards and points, but even time of possession. You said it. I think Benson's only had the ball
45 seconds. 45. They've run 4 plays. This is domination. This is how you control a football game. You know what we're going to do. You got to try to stop us.
Cowboys line up to kick off.
Cuevas set the kickoff. Last one was a short kick. Let's see if he gets some more air under this one. It is going to get out there. It's fielded right around the 10-yard line. He's returning that. He's going to bring it.
He's still okay.
Up?
I'll say
Oh, no.
they let him run a little bit long on that one.
Yeah.
Delay on the whistle.
Brought down at roughly the 30-yard line.
Decent return there by Eli Nelson of the Bobcats.
With the kick return for the Bobcats.
Big opportunity here for Dawson Judd. He's been great all season long.
Eli Nelson of the Cowboys.
A lot riding on his shoulders right now. It's got to happen right now before this game gets out of hand.
Absolutely. This is a must-win situation right here. They got to move the football. They got to get down the field. They have to assert themselves and establish what their offense identity is going to be tonight.
That's going to give to Lorda right up the middle. He's going to gain 1 yard before he's brought down.
And so, I mean, again, it's a good strategy to come out of a spread formation like that because it makes you have to spread the defense out and then you run into it, right?
Right.
But Willcox not fooled. They seem to know what's going on.
Benson going right back to their no-huddle offense here. Quickly, Dawson Judd gets the ball. He kicks it out to, is that Jason Santo? Good game there. He's about 2 to 3 yards short of the first down. It's going to be third down, Benson.
So that was a nice pitch and catch there. So this is what we're used to seeing from Dawson Judd. Quick decisions being made, quick throws coming out, accurate throws, and then his receivers catching the football and finishing the job.
Making plays. They're continuing to go no huddle. Dawson Judd here. About 40 seconds left in this first quarter. Already down 2 possessions. He's in an empty backfield. Back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to get that out. Lorda.
And I think he got the first down.
First down, Benson. 21.
So that's a SSVEC first down for the Bobcats. And let's talk some more about some of our beautiful sponsors. So let's talk about Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors, windows, and with a distinguished history spanning 40 years in offices here in Tucson, Hereford, and the Sierra Vista.
So we see Benson here staying in there no huddle, but getting the call from the sideline. Dawson Judd in the shotgun as he normally or usually is. Looks like they're just going to let this quarter run out. That's the end of the first quarter. 13-0, Willcox.
And so this quarter, all red right now. Cowboys running wild right now. So as we get ready to get set up for the second quarter, let's continue talking about our sponsors. Seniors Helping Seniors. As Seniors Helping Seniors, their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at Southern Arizona. SHS.com or call 520-487-4246. We're going to go to our on the field crew and we're going to go pan down to our crew on the field and get a quick look from the sidelines.
I really don't know what's going on with Rasmussen on his play call.
I don't think they're ready for it. You got Jonathan. Well, it's too late now.
All right, so we're setting back up, getting ready to start the second quarter.
We switch sides. Second quarter. Dawson Judd, that guy's man in motion, drop back to pass under heavy pressure. He's rolling out. He's going to try to make something out of nothing, and he's brought down. That's going to go down as a sack.
That was
only a 1 yard loss, but
that was a great defensive end work right there by Caleb Cook. I mean, outside linebacker work. He held on to that edge, and when Judd was looking to try to scramble and break free, running to his left, Cook sat there and he shut the door on that.
So 2nd and 10 now for Benson. Dawson Judd back in the shotgun. He's got Renee Lorda in the backfield with him. He's going to roll. This is a design QB run to the right side. He's running that space. He's got the first down. A little bit more. Big time pickup there for about 15 yards. Dawson Judd on the run.
Called his own number. I mean, he's not just a quarterback. He also is one of the 5 leading rushers in this division. But we got a flag on the play here. And it looked like it was right around the line of scrimmage. So this may be holding.
Personal foul, face mask.
No. Okay, so that's a
Willcox
face
on the
mask
face
call
mask.
against the Cowboys. So they're going to add some more to the end of that run.
Okay, Benson has some momentum now. Let's see if they can make something out of this possession.
So this is a fortunate series of events for the Bobcats for sure, because they're inside the 30 now.
After the 15-yard penalty, it is a first down for the Bobcats.
Now here we
Willcox
go.
Cowboys man out tonight. Playing
A little
sound strong.
momentum now at the 40-yard line.
Look at this formation.
Benson going under center with 3 in the backfield. Looks like a running formation. Out to who's
Bobcat rushing Cowboys, and it didn't work out in their favor.
Andrew Workman, the ball carrier.
A different look from the Bobcats. Not used to seeing them be under center or line up in tight formations with multiple running backs instead of multiple receivers.
Yeah. I'm sure Benson's just trying not to be one-dimensional.
Right.
As they line up here for a 2nd and 12, 10.5 minutes left in this second quarter. And it's a fake handoff. He's rolling out immediate pressure.
That's a big sack.
He's sacked.
That's a big sack by number 58. Vlad and Asher Ward just take him down. I mean, we'll let them split half of it. Vlad Semyanko with the sack there. Judd had nowhere to go, man.
No, the defense was not fooled by that play action. In fact, that fake action is what delayed Dawson Judd from being able to avoid that pressure and led to the sack. So now it's 3rd and 22.
That's a long down the
Under
distance
10
right
minutes
here.
left in this second quarter. Drop back to pass. Dawson this time. He's got a man. Oh, it's incomplete. No flag.
And that was really savvy defensive back play there by Anthony Morales. If you saw what he did, he didn't use his hands, but kind of used his body a little bit, just a little rub to disrupt the timing between Judd and Raleigh Evans there. And so it looked like it was about to be a great opportunity for the Bobcats. I mean, they were knocking on the door, maybe trying to get into the red zone.
That changed everything.
Yes, it did.
So now it's 4th and really long. Looks like Dawson Judd's back to punt here, as he normally does. He punts, gets a good angle. Great punt. They're going to be able to stop that right near the goal line. You couldn't ask for a better punt. That's why he's one of the best punters in all of 2A football as well.
That ball took a Benson bounce. So now that the Cowboys are going to set up with their back against the goal line. But I just want to point out once again, 9:37 in the second quarter, Benson's had the ball twice. No points. And very little offensive continuity. They've had a couple pass completions and a nice run by Dawson Judd, but other than that, is that their really only first down that wasn't from penalty? Was the Judd run?
Maybe. Willcox offense in their goal line. 1st and 10 from the 1. It's a handoff to Cuevas right up the middle to give them some room, and he does just that. Gets them up to the 9-yard line.
Cuevas running the ball up the middle like as if he was a 240-pound fullback.
Right.
He's built more like a receiver,
I was just about to say that. He's kind of built like a wide receiver, but his ability to run between the tackles is impressive.
Absolutely. This game is everything I kind of wanted it to be. I didn't want it to be this one-sided, though.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Benson offense to wake up, but it's hard when Willcox is running the ball the way they are. 2nd and 1, that pitch is to Cook. He's going down the outside. He gets to the corner. He's going to finally be brought down, and there's a flag. We'll have to check on it. Probably a face mask.
His helmet off.
His helmet came off.
They were trying to lift him up off the ground. The Bobcats, they look very aggressive on that play, but you got to play within the lines. You got to play within the rules of the game. That was a great run there, but I also want to point out, did you see that lead block from Cuevas?
They've been on all their long runs. They usually have a really good block out.
Flag on the field.
That's going to be a personal foul, face mask.
Personal foul, face mask against the Bobcats.
And so while the officials move the ball there, we'll continue talking about our amazing sponsors. So let's talk about Desert RV in Waukegan City. They're aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local sports, sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com.
And here we go. 1st and 10 for Willcox, right at around the 37-yard line. Here we go. Hill under center. That's going to be a false start on the offense.
False start against the Cowboys.
So yeah, they kind of didn't get set there. They were a little anxious and they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it going.
Immediately after the quarter. So that backs them back a little bit. So now 1st and 15. Willcox. Hill under center. He's going to pitch that to Cook going across that left side. Is he going to get the corner? Yes, he does. And he's still up.
Wow.
He's going to get about 7 yards, Kev.
You know, it's great. Not only these guys can all carry the football, but they all block like offensive linemen.
That helps. That helps.
Tackled at the 45-yard line of Willcox.
Unselfish play by guys that run the ball well. When they're not running the ball, they're blocking well. Here we go. 2nd
right
and
now
3.
It's clear that the Cowboys are winning the battle up front. They're winning the war in the trenches.
Oh, absolutely. As they line up here again under center for 2nd and 3 with 7.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Give us to Cuevas right up the center. He's right at the marker. I don't know if he's got that first down or not, but it's close. Oh, they're going to give it to him. First down, Cowboys.
Tackled at the 48-yard line.
We'll be at the 48-yard line.
First down!
And here come the Cowboys again. 1st and 10.
Cowboys just milking the clock.
Just over 6.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Cook in motion to give us to Cuevas right up the middle. He's going to run for about 3-4 yards before he's brought down.
The efficiency of the Cowboys running attack, the power that their linemen are generating up the middle. You could not coach this better.
Bobcats.
You're right.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Everything about their offense right now is highly efficient. It's not risky. You're not risking turnovers or interceptions.
Right.
You know, and they're getting positive yards. Even on a play like that, it doesn't seem like much, but that's 3 or 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7. Hill under center. This time the pitch is to Cook on that left side. Breaks a tackle, gets a few more yards, and finally brought down after a gain of 3.
Tackle there by number 4, Jake Skelton once again. You know, I want to give some credit. Okay, so we got a timeout by the Cowboys.
Tackle at the 46-yard line.
Timeout, Cowboys.
Yep. We have a timeout on the field.
And so yeah, we had a timeout there. So let's take this timeout. Let's go down to our on the field crew during this timeout, and let's get their viewpoint from down on the field. John, Jared, sending it down to you.
Clock management. That's all I'm seeing.
Absolutely.
The three-headed monster that we talked about in the pregame is showing through right now. We have Cuevas running up the middle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Willcox High School Spirit Line.
Like Kevin talked about in the pregame, all the stuff is just a beautiful thing happening. We have 3 different options with runners, and guys are just pounding the damn rock.
We're going to hand it back to Kevin now.
Let's go. 3rd and 4. Kind of a big play right here.
Yeah, this is a big one.
With just over 5.5 minutes left, it's 3rd and 4. Hill gives that to Cuevas, going right up the middle. He's close to the marker, but he's a little short.
He's a little short.
Number 13, Cuevas,
So,
ball carrier.
this 4th down.
4th and 1.
This 4th down is crucial, and here's why. They get this 1st down. they can probably hold on to the ball and eat up the rest of the quarter. But also, more importantly, they could score again. And so what happens if Willcox goes up 3 touchdowns?
Good question. This makes this play right here the biggest play of the game thus far.
I don't know what to do
We
about that.
got 2 spread out now. Asher might see a pass on this play. Oh, Cook runs up the middle untouched. He's gone for 6 points. And that brings the lead to 19-0.
No flags, clean, and this is a nightmare scenario for the Benson Bobcats.
Nightmare.
You're down 19-0 in your second quarter. Your offense can't seem to keep going. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are running wild, scoring touchdowns like it's going out of style.
And like I said in the pregame, Caleb Cook is that big play guy.
Absolutely.
And you saw Cuevas was pounding, but every time Caleb Cook gets the ball on those outside runs, he got big yardage. That time, right up the middle, breaks free for a long touchdown.
You absolutely called that one.
Going for the extra point. This one is good.
So now the Cowboys take a 20-0 lead here in this 2A quarterfinal playoff game. This game being brought to you by Burger King. Hey Bisbee, your local Burger King has a new look in the kids' indoor playground. Come visit our brand new location at 1221 Naco Hwy. Bring your family and enjoy your flame grilled favorites at Burger King. Have it your way, you rule. I just look right now down at the Willcox sideline. These guys are happy. These guys are high-fiving. They're sitting in the driver's seat right now.
Oh yeah, they couldn't feel any better.
It looks quiet and dead over on the Benson side. Wow.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. You know they came in excited, big-time momentum after their big win last Friday up in Phoenix. This is not the half that they expected.
To receive the kickoff.
But still, just under 5 minutes left in this second quarter. If anybody can do it, you got to have some confidence in this Benson offense. You know, Dawson Judd and that receiving core have been great all season long. They're going to need it right now. And here's the kick. Long.
That's Lorda with the kickoff. Wait a minute.
Hey, he's got some space. Brings it past the 40, so decent field position for the Bobcats.
They got time. They got time to try to make something happen, you know, and salvage something out of this first half that's kind of been a disaster so far.
Absolutely. Just under 5 minutes left in this second quarter. That's plenty of time, but the sense of urgency has to be there for Benson at this point. Dawson Judd in the shotgun. It's a fake. He's going to keep that himself going up the middle. He's going to get about 6 yards.
Listen, I know he's capable of running the ball, but you do not want to see a quarterback take hits like that.
You know.
Inside handoff for the Bobcats.
I mean, good inside run, 4 yards, 5 yard gain.
Gain of 5 on the play.
But remember your quarterback, son. They need you to throw the ball too.
Right. Benson in their hurry up. Judd back in the shotgun, got Workman in motion. He's looking for his receiver, Raleigh Evans. Nice catch and run. He's still up.
Digging.
Good play there in the passing game by the Bobcats.
So using Workman in motion, he attracts some attention, right? And then Evans just found a nice little soft spot to sit down there, run that up the seam, and catch a pass and get a first down.
One of the few plays Dawson Judd actually had some time in the pocket to make a clean throw. He's back in the shotgun here, 1st and 10, just under 4 minutes left. Got some time. He's looking.
Take off.
He's going to have to run with it, and he does. Makes a man miss. He's near the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Breaking tackle, still on his feet. Runs to about the 2-yard line. Great individual play and great team support there.
Yes, it was.
Pushing him for the last few yards.
The O-line got behind him and pushed the power forward. Now he's inside the 5-yard line, and they're knocking on the door of getting a touchdown. This is a team saying, hey, look, we're not out of this game yet. We're not going to go off quietly into the night. We're going to come and put up a fight.
Right at the time when it's needed the most, Dawson Judd making plays for his team. He's in the shotgun. He's got Loader in motion. He's passing. Oh, intercepted! Intercepted by Willcox.
That was one of the times. You just rarely see Judd make bad decisions like that. He was under pressure, but that was a time where maybe you throw it away or just take the sack. You're still inside the 10. Take the sack. You got second down, go for it again. Instead, he forced the ball inside, and that ball was stepped up in front of him. Great interception there by Joseph Sanchez. Read Judd's eyes and stepped right in front of that throw.
Wow. What a play by the Willcox Cowboys to bend but not break on that defensive possession. Now they have the ball 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line with 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter with a 20-point lead. Hill Jr. under center. His 2 backs. He's going to give that to Cuevas going up the middle. Or I'm sorry, that Cook going up the middle is going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I think they met him right at the line of scrimmage, so Cook couldn't get anything going that time.
Number 6, Cook, the ball carrier for the Cowboys.
If you're a Cowboys
has to go to Dawson Judd on that possession when they finally got some things going. Looked like they were going to score, but to have a turnover there at the goal line is just heartbreaking.
It really is. It's a dagger on when you had hope to probably leave out the first half with some points.
Yeah.
And now they got to try to figure out how to take the ball away.
Yep. And that's hard to do with a team that just runs the ball. So again, under 2nd and 10. Caleb Ty, he's just down here getting enough yards for a first down.
He's tackled in bounds, so the clock is going to keep moving. Clock is not going to stop. Speaking of moving, let's talk about the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista stopping today and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by Morse. So that run was for everyone brought up on 1st down as well, right? So 1st and 10, and we're approaching 2 minutes now. Cowboys is being dominant out here tonight. They can't miss.
Yeah. If they score here, this could get out of hand
quickly.
So we got it in motion. He's going to give it to his back. Cuevas, who's refusing to go down.
And so it looked like Scouting was going to have the. I'm not scouting. That was Abraham Figueroa, who he had the initial stop in the backfield. But yeah, Cuevas kind of spun out of that and still got a couple of yards on that run.
2nd down for the Cowboys.
And we're under 2 minutes now.
Yep.
With 1:45 to go in the first half.
Here we go, under center. 2nd and 7. The pitch is to Cook going on the outside. He's brought down after a gain of 2.
Number 6, Cook, the ball.
So at this point, it's just, run left, run right, run center seems to be the Willcox kind of plan on offense.
Yeah.
But you can't stop it. You can't stop it. We're going to keep doing it. No need to try to throw the ball because this is their game plan. We're going to keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock moving, and you can't score if you don't have the ball in your hand.
Now there's a minute on the clock. When does Benson start thinking about using timeouts?
Because they have
get the ball back.
They have
with a minute left. First they got to get a stop here. This is 3rd and 5. Big time play right here. Hill under center. He's going to give that to his back coming around to the left, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up a 4th down, and Benson does just like we called for and calls a timeout.
Call a timeout. So for our fans that are for our listeners who are fans of the Marine Eagles, we got a scoring update for you. The Eagles are winning their game right now. They're up 20-12 back home in Sierra Vista. So the Eagles in control there, trying to get to their destiny, which they say is a state championship.
They're also in their quarterfinal playoff game. So go Eagles. So here, Benson calls a timeout. There's 47 seconds left in this first half. Hopefully they can, I'm sure they're hoping that they can either make a play in this special teams opportunity here, or maybe get in some field position that they're, can hope for a miracle or get something going in this last few plays of the half.
Though. I mean, it's fourth down. If you're Willcox, do you even punt, or do you just come out and try to run the ball so you can get a first down? They haven't stopped you much all game.
4th and 6, you really consider that. Now, you are back in your own territory. You're probably thinking, we don't want to give Benson any easy points. They've been stopping them all day.
They're going to kick because you see Cuevas lined up deep, so the Cowboys will kick here.
I would have considered bringing some heat to try to block this kick, maybe. Oh,
they
no,
did,
he gets it off.
Got it off. So Raleigh
ball is fair caught right around midfield.
Yep, takes the fair catch, and yep, so they're a yard on the 2 yards on the other side of 50.
41 seconds left in this second quarter.
So before they come out and get set up, let's mention American Southwest Credit Union. Today's game is sponsored by American Southwest Credit Union. Join the credit union that supports your community at ascu.org, federally insured by the NCUA and also an equal opportunity lender.
And here we go. Dawson Judd and his Benson offense come out here trying to get some redemption after that last turnover in the last possession. He's in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's dropped back under pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
And he's gone. Judd couldn't find any room to get out of there, couldn't escape. And he's
Clock
sacked.
is still running. We're under 30 seconds.
And not only is your guy Caleb Cook running all over the place, he just got that sack.
20 seconds left in this half. Drop back, Benson having to go quick and go long. The throw is deep.
Oh.
And it's incomplete.
That was really tight coverage there by Eli Nelson. I mean, he was step to step with that receiver.
8 seconds left in this first half. 3rd and 13.
And so, guys, at halftime, we're going to go down to our field crew, and they're going to take over and give you their analysis at the half. 8.7 seconds left in the first half. Benson very much in control.
8 seconds left. Dawson Judd dropping back to pass. He's throwing a wide receiver screen pass to the outside who gets the first down, but does he get out of bounds? He does,
that
with
was
1 second left.
By his guy, Andrew Workman. Nice to see Workman get his hands on the ball and get involved in the game.
I think that's his first touch.
That is his first touch of the game. 1.6 on the clock.
Made by number 73.
Now, barring penalty, this will be the last play of the half. Looking for a Hail Mary. It's going to have to be a pass put into the end zone. Again, barring penalty, this will be the last play of the half.
You run your play that scores the most. This is your best play you run right here.
Dawson Judd dropping back, rolling out so he can get in position to throw it deep, and he's going to be sacked.
He had nothing. And so, right there, you just saw the the Cowboy defense not letting anything open there. And so, at the end of the first half, 20-0, it's been all Willcox Cowboys. We're going to transfer over to our on-the-field team. And so, here we go. We're going to go ahead and transition on the field. We got Coach Jared Young, and we got John Berger down at the field.
It's happening in that backfield. You got Cuevas running it up the middle. You got Asher Ward, who wants to run wherever he wants. And then you got Cook, who is their outside guy. And you cannot stop those guys when they're rolling like they are. It's clock management. This coach knows what to do.
Yep.
It's what he's doing. And I'm telling you, man, they keep this kind of stuff up, they're going to walk out of here with a huge victory going to the semifinals between whoever wins with Santan and Scottsdale Christian. That's the game that, and he'll be giving us some kind of updates up there. The PA announcer, he said it was 0-0 right before half. So
all right. So to me, player of the half so far goes to that defensive line for Willcox. We're talking 5 sacks, man.
yeah,
I mean, holy smokes.
Yeah, that's very, very.
That's a big.
Very true.
Right?
Dawson's on his face, on his back a lot.
Yeah.
You know, Judd's got to find an answer. He had a good drive going down through here. Right to the end. They're on the 6-yard line going in, and then he throws it. And I'm like, what are you throwing it for? You just ran the ball 14 yards.
And he crushed that kid.
Yeah, we was right here in front of us, and
like watching the fullback smash somebody.
Run off tackle, follow your blockers. You would have had 86 points, and then extra point, 20-7, and a much better ball game because you got Benson coming back with the ball.
Yes.
And after at half, so they would have had a little more momentum. So
yeah.
But man, just the energy in this stadium
right
now. Willcox brought the house. They brought the fireworks. They brought the fire department. They brought everything is just electric out here. We're watching some solid 2A football in Cochise County and seeing some incredible work done by that offensive coordinator and offensive coaches. Just an overall good layout with what we're seeing from Benson now. You know, it's you haven't seen much.
What's the problem here? Is it the running game? Is it the passing?
They're too one-sided. They're too one-dimensional.
Yeah, they're passing.
Very one-dimensional.
I think they ran the ball very well. So I would call them a two-dimensional, but they are failing at their most important dimension.
True, which is passing.
So yeah,
for sure.
Oh, heads up. Breen is ahead, 28-12.
Hey, I like it.
Good Lord. So we're talking, that's a state champion.
Football.
Yeah. I was trying to get out of the way so we could see the cheerleaders,
cheerleaders
a little bit. So
little show for the
we'll get off the
home crowd and
those young ladies
from the Cowboys.
Absolutely. Young ladies have put in a ton of effort. I mean,
that's not our fault, folks. That's the wonderful lights that they have here at Willcox.
I don't know about
Cowboys
that, Jared. I was going to blame you.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the score is 20-0 here at halftime here in Willcox. It feels like the home team really has a hold of this one. Now, what do you think their chances for state are? We're talking about that Phoenix Christian team.
Scottsdale Christian.
Scottsdale Christian.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I can tell you that Scottsdale Christian, I want to say Benson played them a few weeks ago.
Yeah?
Or Phoenix Christian. One of those two.
Right.
Phoenix Christian. So I've seen Scottsdale Christian before, and if it's the same coaches, because these guys don't tend to go out and flip coaches like crazy in these Christian schools, these small schools.
Sure.
They stay there for long years at a time, and they like to run the ball. So if you have to end up Scottsdale Christian against Willcox, you're going to see 14-10 game at the final.
That could be fun.
It just could be whoever ends up with the ball or at the end.
Yeah, is it Willcox versus Willcox? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
You know, those, and just to see the pass rush and the overall rush from Willcox's defense. We thought it was going to be those power linebackers from Benson.
Yep.
And Benson we were watching as the game progressed in the first half. We saw 9 in the box, and they still couldn't stop them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how much movement you can get on that center guard combo. Like how much power you're generating from those interior linemen. Really, like you can be rushing from anywhere, but if those the two guards in the center are moving those interior guys, you can just run right behind them, and you don't need to worry about. You can see they're getting 7 yards per carry, 8 yards per carry. They came out of the end zone. They were on the 1 yard line.
I'm not one to brag, but a long time ago when I played line, many moons ago, 30 years plus, when we ran the ball at Buena, it was down the middle. Because my guys next to me, I was the center.
Yeah.
We didn't let nothing happen.
And that's the thing.
We were in control of every single block every time.
A center has they have the ability to have the most powerful position on the offensive line. One, they're calling coverages sometimes, or lines. Yep, and you're also you've got to move on nose tackle. Are you kidding me? Or you've got to find the linebacker. So you've got to be fairly quick as a center. Like as a guard, you can be a power guard, or you can be an agile guard. But as a center, you have to be both.
Yeah.
You have to be agile and you have to be powerful. So. Yeah. All right, so keys to the next half. What are we talking about, Jared?
I see Coach Rass over at Benson going back to the close formation that they did late in the second quarter, and see if they can still continue to try and run that ball. Do a little clock management, but you're kind of behind the curve right now. As you got 20-0 on the board, and you got to get some quick scores.
Yeah.
So if they can get a quick score, maybe an onside kick or a high kick to where they can try and maybe go get it.
Is Willcox's pass coverage that good?
No.
See, I mean, that's what I was thinking.
I was sitting there looking. I was telling you, I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Demarion Jackson, their stud receiver, plays on the other side as a corner. And the key receiver for Benson, and he's 13 yards off of him.
And they're not throwing to him.
Exactly. So I don't know if just Dawson's not getting a pre-read. A pre-snap read, if he gets a pre-snap read and sees this.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff, back in the day, you would think a quarterback wasn't healthy if they're not throwing those zip passes out to the outside, the ones that have to be laser fast, you know? Yep. If they can't throw those, when Peyton Manning's neck went and he couldn't get any velocity on his passes, he stopped throwing those and he started throwing right over the middle, those little ones to the tight end, little one to the running back, little one to the wide receiver on the mesh concept coming across the middle. Like he wasn't throwing any fades. He wasn't throwing any slants. He was throwing slants, but not like seams or any deep passes.
Anything past 20 yards.
We love Dawson Judd. So we just couldn't give it to him because
if he ends up pulling this off with the Bobcats, we're definitely going to be able to show you a post-game discussion with that young man and hand him his
player of the month
for Cool FM
Live player of the
month of October. He just put up incredible numbers, and with the adversity of trying to get into they got in with a six, and they in the first two rounds, I mean, they dominated two teams to get here to the quarters. So it's going to be, they had a play-in game as well. So we'll have to see what they're going to possibly do. Whoa.
What's going on?
Giant shooting star.
Over
there in the western skies.
Jared's looking at the sky. Anytime Jared gets nervous, I get real nervous.
Wait a minute. What happened here?
As you can see, he's quite a bit larger than me, and he can defend himself probably a little bit easier than I can. Yeah, he's got that ninja ability. All right, so we talked about keys to the second half. What does Willcox need to do? That first drive for Benson went nowhere, and that turned. It felt like that was where the momentum may have shifted at the very, very beginning when they realized, man, they still can't get those passes. Like that, the Willcox defensive line is moving the Benson offensive line pass blocking. They're just shoving them right off the ball. So to me, I think Willcox, and I think we're going to see 3 sacks. Love Dawson Judd, and I know he can run over those kids if he wants to.
Saw it right here.
Rush that kid line. And so, so keys to the game for Benson. I'm thinking they just need to start throwing deep. You know, everything inside.
Toss it up.
Everything is
not in desperation, but make your receivers go and catch a ball.
We don't know anything about their play action, or maybe it's harder for us to see down here on the sideline because I didn't see
their play action
is
not there because the Willcox defense is basically shadowing. They've got a run for Dawson right now, so that's what's hurting them too.
So kind of like a spy. Okay.
So they're doing what they can with that. Certain Dawson
quarterbacks. That's like the best thing you can do is just spy them, you know, and it limits that extra running ability that you're looking for, and if they're relying on a quarterback to run, and you start putting thumps and hits on that quarterback, that kind of stuff takes a toll. And at the end of the game, you're sore and you ball very well, you're stiff, knee gets stiff. I mean, I think the key to the, like we were saying, one, you were saying, Dawson Judd needs to start hitting those wide receivers sideline.
Well, he throws he does like to roll out and do like sprint. There's a lot of sprint out, set up the deep pass.
Right.
That kind of a play. We're going to see some good second half action, hopefully. Great.
I was going to say,
loaded with their fun fold out chairs.
Yeah. The whole, from the entire sideline is full of Benson faithful right there. All their chairs and everything.
And here come the Cowboys.
You know, you might say, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like even like amounts of fans in the stands. Like, look how many they've got over there. That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right. So Willcox comes out. Maybe we can get an interview with one of the coaches. I don't know any of them by facial recognition.
I'm not sure either.
I could end up interviewing the water boy or like the softball coach on accident. Yeah, that's kind of a fun song. So they got, what do you call that, R&B? I don't know.
Singer.
That's a country
from this area that made a song for them.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Cowboys charging. Well, this is a beautiful little stadium too.
Love last year a classic W. Looked like the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yes. So last year I was here for the playoff game that Willcox didn't win, and it was so cold. You think it's cold right now? Not cold at all. Nothing.
You see a hat on my head? It feels nice out here.
There was frost coming off. There was it was awful. So, all right, we only have 2 more minutes before we throw back to the booth. Let's see. We've talked about highlights. Oh, how do we think special teams are going to go? Do special teams have any importance when you're this high up?
Do you see something happen with Willcox? Do they come out with something
onside
crazy,
kick,
or do they kick it high to try and keep the momentum in their boat and just do that, or do they kick it deep and just say, hey, we're just going to keep coming at you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Special teams has helped Benson with a little bit of field position, but not. I mean, it didn't stop Willcox from just keeping the ball rolling. So.
You know, we look at these kids; they're pretty big for 2A. You know, you did point out one of their young
number
men.
76.
Number 76 is a full 6'4"?
6'5".
6'5", yeah.
About 290.
Oh yeah,
easily.
I mean. And a kid like that, when you're a senior in high school and you're 290 pounds and 6'4", you can put a little bit of a weight on. You don't need to worry about being tall and skinny, because they're going to put that muscle on you at the next level.
For sure.
All right, whoever the quarterback is for Willcox, I'm seeing him throwing that ball, and it's a laser. So we've got 1 minute left before we throw back to the guys upstairs.
Yeah, Kevin and Dennis calling the shots up on top of the box. Doing a great job giving you the play-by-play, color commentary. So glad we got the full crew out here for Cool FM. We got the other boys down at Keith Hampton Stadium in Sierra Vista, keeping those Eagles fans fired up.
All right. Well, you've heard enough from us. Our wonderful, you've been looking at our backs and all that wonderful stuff, all that great video. So,
second half action, folks. Stay tuned in live with us on Cool FM Live.
Yep.
We're going to see some great second half action with these two teams. One of them's going to the semifinals.
And check out our sponsors. All right. We'll see you shortly.
And who exactly do you think I am, huh?
You're a warrior. a short film. On YouTube, December 19th.
So we're back about 2.5 minutes. Well, we might need to.
We got a commercial playing.
Oh yeah, that's a trailer.
And when they want you to stop, you just keep going. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. We're now in the second half of the game here. We're still in Willcox. Cowboys leading 20-0 over the Benson Bobcats.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far, especially if you're a Willcox Cowboy fan. They've been dominant the whole first half, mainly running the ball. I don't even think, matter of fact, I know they have not completed even one pass.
No.
But have been so successful running the ball that there's no need to. The highly touted star quarterback Dawson Judd has been a little limited today. He has had a few nice runs. Unfortunately, he had an interception towards the end of that second quarter. End zone, which really things that you know, even if there was a omen, remember the very first possession, the very first play for the Bobcats was a run, a fumble.
That's right.
They recovered it, or they changed the call, said the player was down and no fumble, but things just never seem to get right from that point on.
They seem off balance ever since, and so yeah, this has been a rough night for the Bobcats. So before we get to our second half action, let's talk about a couple more of our sponsors. TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, reliable, and affordable internet and digital phone services with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. Sierra Vista has pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Please visit them at prestigesierravista.com.
The Benson Bobcats will receive.
And so I think you had it right, Dennis. Yep, the Bobcats are going to get the ball here to start the half. And I mean, we've said this every time they've had a possession. It's a must score, right?
Absolutely. I mean, now we only have 2 quarters of football, down 20-0. Let's see if they can get something going here on the special team side of things. But Willcox has been good on that side too. Quave is set to kick this ball off. And the kick is off. Oh, fumbled, but finally picked up around the 10-yard line. He's going to get a few yards, but finally brought down right at the 20. Looks like there was a flag down on the play as well. Did I see that right?
Yep, there is a flag on the sideline. I think it's going to be holding against the Bobcats. Workman tried to make something happen out of nothing there, but yeah, that's going to be a hold against Benson.
There is a flag on the play.
So they already kind of, were inside the 20. Now they're going to back up even further. Not where you want to be if you've had issues with ball security and turnovers tonight. Not where you want to start your first drive.
No, absolutely not.
Start the second half, first down.
But here we go. First possession of the second half. Benson Bobcats down 20-0. Dawson Judd in the shotgun.
Blitz is on.
Rolling. He's going to run that right up the middle. Decent gain here. Gets about 5-6 yards.
So that Judd, calling his own number once again. Good run up the middle there. They blocked it very well. And good call to run into the blitz.
Number 9, Judd, the ball carrier for the Bobcats.
Benson still wanting to run the ball a little bit. You don't want to get one-dimensional. You're going to have to chip away at this lead.
Right. maybe they do another Cowboys impression and try to eat some clock and score and claw their way
Drop
back.
it back. He's going to pass that to the right side. A little low. Incomplete.
That was intended for Jason Santo, but ball got caught up in the turf before it could get to Santo's hands there. That was a good look by Judd to make that decision, but got to bring that pass up a little bit.
Little off target. Probably still a catchable ball.
Yeah.
But you'd like
But a
the ball
tough catch.
placement to be better. Yeah. So here we go. 3rd and 2. Needing the first down here. That ball is tipped up in the air and brought in by Santo. But because of that tip, he's going to lose yards on that reception. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
And so the Cowboys game plan seems right now, pressure, pressure, pressure. They're blitzing. They're sending guys at Dawson Judd to try to cut off his time to make decisions. And even though they didn't get a first down, they lost yards. It's a good thing that Santo caught that, because if it was caught by a Willcox defender,
my goodness.
that would have been bad day.
So
or
now
worse
it's 4th
day.
and 5. Benson looking like they're getting ready to punt. Dawson Judd gets that kick off.
That comes off the side of his foot. That's not the one he wanted.
Gets a favorable bounce at least. Gets that around the 45-yard line.
Near the 45-yard line. Cowboys will take over there. First down.
Logan Beeler down the ball to end of that punt, and so
You had to expect more as a Bobcat to get more on that first possession, come out in the second half, especially considering the first play, had a good yardage, good gain. But Willcox, stiffened up on defense and put the pressure there, made the deflection there, and big play on 3rd down.
Yeah, John and Jared talked about it at the halftime. Willcox made a defensive adjustment too. They've adjusted to try to take away Benson's ability to throw the ball, and we got to give him a lot of credit for that.
And here we go, 1st and 10, Willcox with 11 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. The handoff is that Cuevas?
Asher Ward. That was Asher Ward.
Getting a touch. He's only going to gain about a yard.
And Dennis, I'm making an observation. I'm wondering, is Ward 100%? He's not looking like himself. He's kind of tiptoeing around the corner here. I'm used to him having a lot more zip, when he runs the ball.
You're right. Good observation. He usually gets a little bit more touches, too.
Yes.
I believe that's only the 2nd touch that I remember, and both of them were kind of similar like that, where it doesn't seem like he's getting to full speed and like he normally does.
Maybe he's not 100%.
Keep an eye on that. But here we go, 2nd and 9. Hill under center, he got Cook in motion. He's going to give it to him running around that right side.
Great block by Cuevas.
Of course.
And a hard hit by Raleigh Evans at the end of that run. Good tackle there.
Tackle made by number 4.
And so again, for the Cowboys, this is a manageable 3rd down. It's what, a 3rd and 4?
Brings up 3rd down at about 5.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
I'd say about 4.5. And you're right, with these short yardage situations, or even medium, if you want to call that this, if they're able to get 3 or 4 yards on this play, then 4th down is even that much easier.
Yeah,
they have not been stopped.
They have not been stopped.
So here we go, 3rd and 5. Man in motion, he's going to give that to Cuevas right up the center, and he's going to get about 2 to 3 yards before he's stopped.
Number 13, Cuevas, the ball carrier for the Cowboys.
Talk about the Cowboys' ability to block. Did you see how far Jackson drove that defender down the field in that play?
And that's where I'd receive.
He got down to the 20.
Blocking 20 yards downfield, good observation, but also good stop by the Benson Bobcats on 3rd down. And I was talking about it at halftime. They seem to lock in a little bit better on the last possession defensively. So now this is 2 possessions in a row where they at least slowed the Willcox offense down a bit.
Right.
Here we go. 4th down. There's a flag down to get this punt off.
He got hit. That's going to come back. His leg was in the air. That's going to be running into the punter. That's going to come back.
Now, I saw a flag before that, though, so there may be 2 penalties.
It could possibly offset, maybe. Let's see what we got. If they offset, it'll just be another 4th down, and ball stays where it is, and they'll probably just punt it again. Let's see what the call is.
We got false start or illegal formation. And then
so penalties against
running
both teams.
Into the kicker.
Yep, they're going to offset
the penalties and replay the down, just like you said, Kev.
Replay.
Probably just going to punt it again. Again, I mean, you're up 20-0. No pressure to try to score. At this point, you were in control. Make Benson beat you.
Right.
Don't help him.
Right.
Oh!
False start.
Yep, some more early movement there. That's a false start against the Cowboys, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. Still going to be 4th down. Still going to be punting, though.
Yeah. Special teams is going to still have to be focused through this game. I know they have a big lead, but they're going to have to maintain this pressure and championship intensity throughout this whole game. Here we go now, 4th and 8, still looking to punt. Oh, it's a low snap and another flag down. That punt is going to be a little short. They're going to down that.
I'm wondering if that was offsides against Benson. No. False start again against the Cowboys.
False start, so that's three
in a row.
Procedure penalties for the Cowboys.
And the coach is losing it.
Not a happy coach.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy even 3 times in a row.
Now, we don't know if it's the same player.
But what it's doing is it's now giving Benson better field position because where they were backed up against the end zone, now they got a punt that they field it cleanly. You
can see where the return man is. He was on the goal line. Now he's near, the 20-yard line, ready to field this punt. So here we go again. This time the punt is off. Fair catch called for it and scooped up right there at the 15-yard line.
Evans, again, smart decision. Just be safe. Catch the punt. Don't try to run that. Because one thing about Quabe is his punts got a decent amount of hang time on them, and it gives that coverage team enough time to get down, and they're in position to make a play. So, again, don't help the other team beat you.
Absolutely. And here we are. There's 8.5 minutes left in this third quarter. We're in the second half. 8.5 minutes, 1st and 10 for the Benson Bobcats. Dawson Judd in the shotgun. Workman in motion. And that's a handoff to Lorder. He's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a great tackle right there by number 7, Anthony Morales. And so, again, Willcox is sticking to the plan. Pressure. Did you see the outside blitz that came from the far side of the field? They are sending pressure. They're linebackers and defensive. They're blitzing defensive backs.
And still able to make plays in the running game. Here we go. Dawson Judd dropped back to pass. He had his man for a second, but that ball is broken up.
Yeah, Cerner that ball hit him right in the chest, it looked like. He couldn't hold on to it.
Here we go, another 3rd and 11. Another 3rd and long for Benson.
And then
it seems like their possessions are just so quick.
Yeah, they're spinning it because now when you're down this much, you want to throw the football. You want to try to get big chunks of yardage and score quick, and it makes you one-dimensional. 3rd and 11. Benson in the shotgun. Judd dropping back to pass. He spins out of pressure. He's going to run for it. He'll get a first down.
And he's going to get it. And so he's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. Dawson Judd across in midfield. Brought down finally at the 40-yard line. Big time run by Dawson Judd.
Judd put the team on his back there and said, guys, we're not punting again. We're going to get a first down here, but a touchdown saving tackle by Ishmael Cuevas at the end of that run.
Absolutely. It's nearly a 40-yard scamper and scramble by Dawson Judd here. He's back in the no huddle. He gives it to his running back, Lorda, who gets some good yardage there for a gain of about 5.
Okay, so signs of life coming from the Benson offense. Let's try to pick up some rhythm here and see if they can get something going off of this.
And once again, they seem to get in rhythm when Dawson Judd has a good run.
Yes.
When he gets involved in the running game, that's when their offense usually clicks the most. At least that's how it's working.
And I don't think that was a design run. I think he improvised on that one.
Absolutely. Here we go, no huddle, back in the shotgun. Judd didn't drop back to pass. He's going to hit his receiver to the left on a bubble. Workman is going to get that first down before he's finally brought down.
Nice piece of work right there by Raleigh Evans. Evans caught that ball, he made Ward miss, and then he took it upfield and got a first down. So that's 3 touches by 3 different guys, a big run by Judd, a nice little run by Lorda, and now we're getting Evans involved, and we got a first down, guys.
Let's go. Benson moving the ball a little bit, 1st and 10. He's going to give that to Lorda up the middle. He's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage, but still forges his way forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
So again, the stinginess of this Willcox defensive line, not trying to let a lot of stuff beat them between the middle of the field.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd down for Benson.
Benson, 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation. Judd drop back to pass. He's going to avoid the pressure, gets the pass off, and it's complete. 1 yard short to Jason Santo.
So that right there, that's the Dawson Judd that we're used to seeing. Under pressure, both outside linebackers come that time. Judd shows composure, lets his guy get open and throws a strike in there to his guy to be caught.
3rd down.
Great snag on a low pass by Jason Santo.
But it's still 3rd down.
3rd and 1. Shotgun formation. Look for a Dawson Judd run here.
You called it.
And he's brought down for a sack.
Tackle lost there. Big time tackle by number 5, number 50, Alan Alred. He snipped that out just like you did, Dennis, and he shut that play down before it got started.
Big play here. 4th down and 6.
They're going for it.
Looks like they're going for it. Under center is Dawson Judd. They're going to try to draw outside, and they do.
And it worked.
They do.
That was good. That was probably a hard count that Judd did there. Again,
there was no way they were snapping that ball in that formation on 4th and 6.
No, absolutely not. And Willcox ain't used to seeing that from Benson. So them coming out like that, it probably made them nervous. And unfortunately, Christian Teeters just got
now,
a little anxious.
That wasn't enough for a 1st down, but this is 4th and 1. Under center, here we go. Trying to draw them off sides. It looks like some more. Let's see if they get into a real play here. And he does. He gets it right up the center to Workman, and he's still on his feet. He's knocking over guys.
Tackles.
Gets it around the 11-yard line. One of the few touches from Andrew Workman today.
And so
works
now,
out. Big 1st down for Benson.
The Bobcats are waking up. They're players that we like to see. The players that normally do things for them are starting to wake up and do things. And so now you got Workman getting involved. You got Evans getting involved.
You're exactly right. 1st and 10. Just under 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Judd drops him back to pass. He's rolling to his left. He's under pressure. He's going to run it. He finally throws it. It's batted away. Incomplete pass.
Listen, I'm giving all the credit to the Wildcat defense on that play because they sent pressure. I'm sorry, the Cowboy defense on that play. Why I keep saying Wildcat? they sent the pressure coming from the outside. Morales was coming heavy off that right side, and then Asher Ward again held the edge. They're containing Judd. They don't want to let him run and get to the sideline.
Yeah.
And then a great deflection at the end of it on that attempt to throw.
Yeah. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Just over 4.5 minutes left. He's going to throw that pass, and it's just outside the reach of his receiver, Wayne Stark.
He had Stark. Stark was set up, and if he just could have got it right there on the numbers, we might be looking at 6 points right now.
Right. This is a big call right here. You can see Judd getting the call from his coaches on the sideline. They don't huddle. They get the call and go right to the line of scrimmage. Dawson Judd here, 3rd and 10. Down 20-0 in the red zone. You got to feel like this is a must score for here. He's rolling to the left, under pressure, and immediately brought down.
Heavy pressure again. A big stop. Alan Alred in the backfield again.
And big decision right now for the Benson Bobcats. It's 4th and 10. Looks like they're going for it, understanding the situation. 4th and 10. 4 minutes left. 3rd quarter. He bobbles and snaps. Gets it. He has the man wide open. And that's incomplete.
He's out of bounds.
Incomplete.
Evans was over there by himself, but he's just no real estate left to work with. Catches the ball out of bounds, and so everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. 2 trips to the red zone for the Bobcats tonight. No points to show for it.
And I love Dawson Judd. I'm a Dawson Judd fan. I think he's a great quarterback. But you have to put that on the quarterback. When the wide receiver's that wide open in the end zone, you got to find a way to connect.
You got to get it to him. But they're sending so much pressure that he's not able to set his feet and throw the ball.
Right.
He's having to throw kind of off balance here.
And to give us to Caleb Cook running around that right side, he's going to go for 4 or 5 yards.
Cook kind of got stopped by his own guy there. I mean, he ran right into the back of Cuevas at the end of that play.
I mean, it was 4 yards down the field before you saw any defenders. So Willcox again answering the call defensively at the end of the game. At the end of the possession to get tight. Here we go, 2nd and 4. Willcox under center. The pitch is to Caleb Cook again, running around this left side. He's able to get the corner, break a tackle. Close to a first down. I don't know, he may be half a yard short.
No, he got it. That's going to be a first down.
First down.
He just kind of ran that ball like east and west until he found a little bit of an opening. Yeah. Then he took off and got up the field.
Tackled at the 23-yard line. That is a Cowboys first down.
Right after this play, we got 1st and 10 Cowboys under center again. This time the give is to Cuevas going up the middle. He's going to get a couple yards before he's finally brought down.
Cuevas up the middle again for about 3.
Number 13, Cuevas, the ball carrier for ball. 3-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. Just over 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter while they carry this 20-point lead, and they're going to slow it down.
Yep, you already know they're going to take their time. No need to rush.
Hill under center. He's going to pitch that to Cook. They've done that a lot today. It has success with it this time. He gets around that right corner for a gain of 2.
They're literally run left, run right. Is the next run about to be up the middle?
Right. Benson's been a little bit better stopping the run the last few possessions, but again, like you said, Willcox is kind of playing prevent or playing slow it down offense. They're not going to beat themselves. So.
And you know, again, a lot of credit is due to the Willcox offensive line, but also to their running backs. They've been very short-handed with the football tonight.
Yeah. Not even close to a fumble.
No.
Here we go, 3rd and 7. Big play right here. They're going to pass it. They got their man Jackson here. Oh, he's well covered. Good coverage there.
Very good coverage there by Cohen Barney, not letting Jackson get a step or get any room there. And honestly, not the best throw by him.
No.
But again, young quarterback, that's a throw that it would be difficult for a sophomore quarterback to make that throw.
Absolutely. And when you're running the ball all day, when you only get 1 or 2 times to pass the ball, it's a lot of emphasis on making those passes.
Exactly. And your arm really doesn't get a chance to warm up because you're handing the ball off so much.
Shout out to the Benson defense for getting another stop, and that defensive back Barney there, because to stay ready for the pass coverage when all these runs. That punt is off. It's going to be fielded here cleanly. Breaks the tackle. Raleigh Evans is trying to make a play for his team. Gets to midfield. He's brought down.
Big hit. He is crushed on that play. Big hit by number 74, Austin Nizzle. Oh, my Lord.
Right. Yeah, you're trying to make a play for your team. You get out in space, you break a few tackles, and that's your reward.
But spinning is dangerous because you don't know what's behind you. Did you get the license plate number of that Mack truck?
So here we go. Once again, Benson with the ball, looking for their first score of the game. Now we have a minute left in this 3rd quarter. Dawson Judd back in the shotgun. 1st and 10.
They got to give him some time, or else he's not going to be able to get throws off.
He's got some time on this play. He gets it and finds his man right at midfield, in the middle.
That's Workman with that catch. Exactly what he needed for. Is they going to move the change up? First down. That's an SSVEC first down for the Bobcats.
Tackle made it to 40-yard line. It's a first down for them.
No huddle. They're trying to move quick here. He's rolling to his right.
Oh!
Brought down for another sack.
Is that the fourth sack of the night? Another sack there by number 7, Anthony Morales.
Anthony Morales for the Cowboys.
The junior coming up and making a big, big play.
And Willcox, who has not had many sacks all season, they're not like a big sack-heavy team, but they are showing that they can do that tonight. Bringing up a 2nd and 15 for Benson. He's under pressure again, stumbling, gathers himself. He's going to run and eventually finally get sacked.
He tried to escape at the end, but it didn't work. Brett Rogers reaching, diving, making that shoestring tackle at the end of that play, not letting Judd escape. Again, if you think about a lot of Judd's runs, he has not run outside. He's kind of run inside. And just look at this. The third quarter's over. No points for the Bobcats. Game playing right into the Willcox hands here, and this is just. Well, it's a sad night. We're going to go down to our team down on the sidelines. Here we go.
All right, everybody. End of the third quarter down here at the quarterfinals here, Willcox versus Benson. I got the mayor of Sierra Vista in the house doing some great work for the All Sports Tucson, doing some photography. So what do you think so far with 3 quarters in the game out of the way?
Man, Willcox is running this ball. They are a ground team. I hope Benson, they had a couple good drives, but he threw a couple of interceptions. It was just so unfortunate for him. But that Willcox, that front line, man, is just holding it down. When you said there was a ground team, and when you said that it was going to be a good game, man, you ain't lied, Jerry. This is a good game.
Yeah,
man, this is one.
State championship implications, you know.
Yes,
These
yes,
guys
sir.
could make it all the way.
Yes, sir.
So we have to see what's going to happen in the next 12 minutes.
So it's going to be kind of hard with that defense. It's going to be kind of hard to gain 20 points on this team. But everything is possible.
Absolutely.
Everything is possible.
Thanks for a quick little word,
Hey,
Mr.
thank
Mayor.
you, John.
Your man.
Coach Young, y'all.
Hey, I'm here to tell you, folks, this has been a barn burner of a game with running, and we're going to see them keep running the ball. So let's see what happens in the next 12 minutes.
Back, start of the fourth quarter. It's starting off with a 3rd and 16 for Benson.
Blitz is on.
Dropping back, a blitz. They're going to throw that to Florida. He's going to pick up good yardage here, but they needed a lot. Picks up about 9.
Yeah, Florida makes the catch behind that blitz there, but Jackson kind of just hung with him and wouldn't let him get more than what he got after he caught the ball. Smart decision by Benson to kind of throw right behind that blitz. The blitz comes in, throw the ball where the blitz came from. There's going to be open space over there.
So it is a 4th down, but it's a little bit more manageable. 4th and 6 here.
This crowd really excited.
Really needing to convert right here. Does drop back and pass. Same play. Florida, let's see, he's going to get the first.
He's digging. That's Workman.
Workman
he makes
making
another
plays.
miss.
And finally a touchdown.
Bobcats. No, we got some flags. Oh, no. We got 2 flags on the play. A flag at the 30 and a flag at the 35. And they might want to pause the celebration because it might not go.
It doesn't look like it is.
The Bobcats wanted to go. That was a nice piece of running there by Andrew Workman, though.
It was, and unfortunately, that's coming back.
Yeah.
I didn't get what the call was.
Yeah, waiting for signals here from the official.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a shout out to the Benson High School Band. Great job, guys.
Apologize for not catching it as we were so caught up in that Workman run there. And so, yep, the ball is moving backwards. Ineligible player downfield. So one of the linemen got a little too far up the field on that play, it looks like. They had two guys.
Well, you know, that was a screen pass.
Right.
They just got out a little
got a little too upfield there. Yeah, on the screen, you don't want to drift forward until after that ball is strong. You kind of, the pressure cuts out a little bit. You don't want to.
Penalty is an ineligible man downfield.
For those that don't understand that, basically on a screen pass, those offensive linemen are going to get out in front of the guy that's catching the pass and try to block for him. But these offensive linemen can't leave the line of scrimmage until after that pass is thrown and caught.
And that's a great play to call against an aggressive front like you're seeing right now.
So here we are, 4th and 12. Judge drops back to pass. He's avoiding pressure, and he's not going to get out of there.
Big sack there. Taken down by number 58, Vlad Simayako. Every time Judge tries to get something started, somebody else in the red jersey comes up and just snatches the food off the plate. And so, not only is that a sack, that's a turn. And now with 11:33 left in the fourth, Willcox has the ball, and you know what they're going to do. They're going to just tick, 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 drain this clock down.
I'll be surprised if you see another Willcox pass.
I don't think you will either. What have we seen? 3, 2?
First down, 11 and a half minutes. Willcox with a 20-point lead. They're going to give that to Cuevas right up the middle. There's a flag down as he gains about 3 yards.
So judging from where it came from, that may be a hold or maybe a legal hand to the face. I think it took place right there at the offensive line. So waiting for the signal here. Oh no, a false start called. That was a late flag to be thrown for a false start. I mean,
usually on a false start, they don't let the play
go. Right,
now,
you kill the player
unless that's a procedure penalty, like illegal formation, which sometimes in high school they do the same motion. But
for the Benson High School Tier Squad.
Either way, though, it's still working in the Cowboys' favor because the clock is still running. Even with the penalty,
we're going right under
moving.
11 minutes left in this game.
1st and 15.
Hill Jr. under center. He's going to roll out. He's looking to pass. This is a screen pass to Cook. He gets it. He has a lot of space. He's first down, tackle, making more tackles, and finally brought down at the 28-yard line.
And I hate to say it, but I'll say it.
And then we're going to have a late penalty flag.
Some late extracurriculars. Let's talk about the play for a second. Willcox just said anything you can do, I can do better. We'll show you how a screen pass is supposed to look.
Yep. Oh, looks like that was a unsportsmanlike penalty on the Cowboys.
So yeah, probably a little extracurricular verbiage taking place after the player, extra push or two, and
so that's going to cost them 15 yards. But I do believe the first down will stand.
Though. Yeah, the down will stay the same. And so they'll reset the sticks to the end of the run, and
15-yard
here we go.
After the play.
I mean, and if you're Willcox coach, you definitely want to kind of clean that stuff up because those kind of things can hurt you when you're in close games or in certain situations. You want your guys to be excited, but not that excited.
Right. Let the other team make the frustration penalties. Here we go.
It's 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10. First down. The ref was just letting everybody know the result of the play was still a first down, so it's going to be a first down still. They just marked off the yardage.
That's right. 10:45 on the clock here. And it's a 1st and 10, not a 1st and 15.
He's going to give that to Cook coming around in motion. He's going to get to the corner on that right side.
Tackled out of bounds by Dawson Judd, but not before Cook gets the yardage for a first down. So what I'm saying is we talked about how good the Benson linebackers are, and they are good players, but they have not been able to shed blocks tonight. They have not been able to get off of these blocks that Willcox has put on them. We got another flag on the play. Oh,
more holding.
Well, it's hard to shed a block when they're holding you.
Yeah, maybe that's why, yeah. But how good has Caleb Cook been tonight?
He's been amazing. I mean, running the ball outside and running it like with a lot of just, I'm trying to think what to say that won't get me in trouble. He's running that thing with some velocity and ferocity tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And even the big run that he made, that was through the middle, up the middle. So, yeah,
but what I love the most is how his teammates are blocking for him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Here we go. 1st and 15 after you mark off that penalty yardage. Going to get that to Asher Ward. He's going to get a few yards before he's brought down.
I can appreciate the coach still calling Asher's number, trying to make sure he gets involved and keeps his touches. But yeah, I feel very confident when I say that he's not himself tonight.
It's not the same.
No, not at all. The explosiveness that he normally has in his first step, it's just not. I'm not sure what is the issue with him, but he's not 100%, but hoping that he does improve physically because they're going to need him if they're trying to go and win a state championship in a week or two.
For sure, for sure. So 2nd and 15, 9.5 minutes left. Hill Jr. under center. Ward in motion, fake to him. They're going to give that to Caleb Cook. He breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle. Tough running to the 40-yard line.
Tackle by Workman and a couple other Bobcat players.
Number 6, Caleb Cook, the ball carrier for the Cowboys.
So it's going to be a 3rd and long coming up here for Willcox.
3rd and 8. I feel like the Cowboys are fine with the down and distance. They're fine with the way things are going because that clock is just tick, tick, tick. We're under 9 minutes now.
Even if this drive ends up in a punt, they're still just milking time off the clock. And so now not only does Benson have to beat the Cowboys, they're going to try to beat the clock too.
3rd and 8. Quick bubble screen to Cook. He's got the 1st down and more.
See, I might not have made that call, but that's why I'm not a head coach. But I want to say that was a good throw by Hill there. A nice, easy throw for him to make. And then Cook just spun like a top to get out of that tackle. And guess what? Gets a 1st down.
And I got to give credit to the Willcox coaching staff. That's 2 times in this possession where they passed. Now, they were short screen passes, but when no one's expecting it, and they're finding ways to get the ball to the hot hand. Caleb Cook has touched the ball so many times, and every play's been good or productive, and including some big ones. And here we go again. Another 1st down for Willcox, going under 8 in this game. Cook in motion. They give him the ball again. He's running right.
He's looking for an opening. I see one.
Great block. He's got another great block. Breaks the tackle.
Goodness.
Now he's down to the 15-yard line. 1st down.
Cook is running, showing great vision, but I love the blocking I see on that play, especially that lead block by number 73, Christian Teeters. He got out in front. I love seeing the big guys run like that. He got out in front, and he's out there blocking at the 2nd level of the defense. If you're a defensive back, the last thing you want is a big offensive lineman coming putting hands on you.
And you can see Caleb Cook actually looks exhausted out there.
I mean,
at this point,
how many touches has he had?
But he's been so good. I anticipate Cuevas is getting this one up the middle.
Nope, you caught up. Breaking off to the left side off tackle.
There it is. He's
fighting with Judd.
Finally pulled down by Dawson Judd.
Judd wins that fight and stops him. If Judd wouldn't have made that tackle, you'd have been adding 6 points on that scoreboard right now.
Yes. They'll settle for the gain of 5.
Gain of 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, Caleb Cook has been amazing tonight, and he's not even having to, of course he's a little winning. He's carried the ball a lot tonight, but he's not even having to run at like full speed. He's able to show patience and just wait for a hole to open and step right into it.
Absolutely.
A lot of credit to this offensive line and all the offense for how they block.
2nd and 4, 6.5 minutes left. Cowboys at the 10-yard line. Here's Cook again.
Looking for the corner.
Favorite play. Is he going to get all the way? Oh, the ball's on the floor.
He was down. He was down before it came out.
Number 6, Caleb Cook, the ball player for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I just talked about Christian Teeters, and if you look at Cook coming around the corner, he literally was holding on to Teeters' shoulder, just kind of trying to run him and wave around.
Gain of about 4. It brings up a 3rd and 2 here for the Cowboys. Now we're under 6 minutes left in this game, and this is going to be looking to be one of the statement drives, maybe the nail in the coffin.
Absolutely.
Of the Bobcats. And they're just letting that clock run.
Not the night
we're about
Benson thought they were going to have.
5.5 minutes before they take their timeout.
Timeout Cowboys with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left.
Yep, take a timeout. Let your team breathe. If you look there, Cook is kind of limping there, so I don't think Cook is going to carry the ball too much more in this game. He was walking kind of stiffly there. That last tackle, he was tackled kind of low.
Yeah.
Not in a dirty way, but they took his legs from under him. And he's a little ginger as he walked to that huddle for the timeout.
Well, like you said, he's been a workhorse.
Absolutely, definitely been that. So now you look, you got Cook, who's a bit hobbled, Ward, who hasn't been himself tonight, but you still have a third option that can hurt you. You still have Cuevas.
Absolutely, and even Robert Hill Jr., the quarterback, he hasn't really shown himself in the running game yet thus far.
No, he hasn't.
For an opportunity for him to sneak around the outside to get into the end zone.
Before we get out of this,
plenty of options for Willcox.
Before we get out of this timeout, let's talk about Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com. Learn more about Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan. Now available in Sierra Vista.
So here we go. 3rd and 2. I have to believe this is 4-down territory for the Cowboys. I think they would go for it if they don't get this.
This is probably about to be Cuevas up the middle. Full house backfield here. There it is.
And he's short.
They stack him up at the line of scrimmage.
13, Cuevas, the ball player for the Cowboys.
4th down. It's going to bring up about a 4th and 1.
And so they could try to punch it and get the 1 yard. They could set Cuevas up and let him kick a field goal and get 3. But I think the Cowboys want to get the first down and send a message.
They want to make they want to send a message that they can't be stopped.
Yep, you can't stop us. You came to our house twice, and we shut you down the second time you came here.
4th and 1, certainly not the play of the game, but a big play in the sense of pride, statement, and everything on the line right here. It is up the middle, and he got the first down. He may score. No, he's a little short of the goal line.
Doesn't get the touchdown, but gets the first down, so keeps the drive alive, keeps the clock moving. A lot of support from the fans and from the people here in town. And so that clock ticks under 4:40. First and goal here for the Cowboys. Cowboys running the ball the right way. And speaking of right way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. We are happy to support local athletic sports broadcasts.
First and goal from the 2.
Cuevas up the gut. Did he get across?
He may be a little short. Yep, he's a little short. 2nd down.
Cuevas, the ball carrier.
Again, Willcox is fine with this. As the clock is going under 4 minutes, and this game seems to be well in hand.
Yep.
It's really going to come down to, are they going to get the shutout?
That's what it's coming down to. Can Benson, they're playing for pride at this point.
Absolutely.
Can Benson get a stop here somehow? Or when they get the ball back, can they get some points on the board, just to show that, hey, we came down to town and we did put up a fight. A great night if you are a Willcox Cowboy.
Absolutely.
And a nightmare of a night if you're a Benson Bobcat.
And they're going to call a timeout. Again, they kind of let their play clock go down before they call that timeout. Let more time go off the clock.
We got a score update for you all. The Marine Eagles, 8-man perennial championship football team, just extended their lead 35-8 in their semifinal playoff game.
Okay.
And we also want to remind everybody that Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned and community driven. Also, Barrett's Towing and Barrett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Still in the timeout here. So Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving the community for 45 years with great wings, pizza, and sandwiches. We are proud to support live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. We hope to see you soon at Vinny's in Sierra Vista. All right, so coming out of the timeout here,
inside the 1 yard line.
we got 2nd and goal. The nose of the football is right on the goal line here.
2nd and goal at the 1 foot line. 3.5 minutes left to give us right up the middle, and that's going to be short as well.
I like the misdirection that they tried to use. They made it look like they were maybe going to run a
Third
toss
down
to Cuevas running to the outside, but then they go and they hand it off underneath the Cook. But good job by the Benson defensive line, tripping them up and not letting them cross the goal line.
It's a good job by the defense, but also it's just more time.
More time ticking off the clock, right? You play ended in bounds, so the clock is going to run. And here we go, under 3 minutes left in this game. When Benson does get the ball back, they'll probably have less than a minute.
3rd and 1 from the 1. Hill under center, pitches to Cook. He's going to get that outside. Oh, almost. And he scores. Touchdown.
Cowboys! And the entire Cowboys stage just went. We got lights flashing. We got fireworks. We got sirens going. We got the Cowboys fan base going bananas. Cowboys take a 26-0 lead in the 4th quarter of tonight's 2A semifinal playoff game.
Extra point to make it a 27-point lead and score with just over 2.5 minutes left. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. Oh, he missed it. It looked good from here. It looked good from here.
It did look like it was good. I guess it went left. So 26-0. Okay, the ball came off sideways. So while they're getting ready to set up, let's talk more about our amazing sponsors. Sierra Vista Sonic Wednesdays is Wacky Pack Wednesday. Kids meals are $2.49, and Thursdays is 99-cent corn dogs. Plus, on Halloween, it was 50-cent corn dogs all day. Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10+ years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporter of local sports programs and athletes. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporter of local sports. Always Faithful dog training, correcting behavior and obedience challenges by building a relationship of trust and respect through leadership, training with no treats, no clickers, no shot collars, and no gimmicks.
And here we go. Kickoff by Cuevas. It's going to be a line drive kick. Received it off the workman. Pitch back. Not much there. And breaks a few tackles.
Yeah, Workman played, he played pinball at the end of that run, but nothing came of it.
Now we could be, and we probably are, looking at the last possession of high school football for Dawson Judd and Andrew Workman. Has to be a heartbreaking game and way to end the season and end a really illustrious career for such a great player.
Yeah, definitely not what they were looking for.
I expect him to play with some pride right here and try to put some points on the board. 1st and 10.
And speaking of two of those, that's pass to Workman.
Nice run. He's still up, passing midfield. 50-yard line.
That's a quick little play. Literally, I think they got us bugged up here. You just talked about those two guys, and literally a pitch and catch from Judd
to Workman.
Workman, and Workman just using his speed to get up the field there.
Two seniors on this team trying to play with some pride. That pass is dropped by
Wayne Stark. I mean, he had him.
And he had a lot of yards,
yes, he did.
lot of real estate in front of him. He could have took that ball,
turned up, and done something with it. Unfortunate drop there by Stark, and now that's going to bring up second down, almost at the 2-minute mark here for Benson.
Kind of indicative of how this game has gone.
It really has been.
But here we go, 2nd and 10, just over 2 minutes left. Is that it? We're going to have a stoppage. I don't know if it's a timeout or a penalty.
No, that's offsides on the defense, so ball's going to move up a little bit.
It's interesting that they would blow that play dead on a offsides, but okay. They'll mark off
you just
the
let
5
it run
yards.
It's a free play.
Yeah. I mean, unless somebody's unabated to the quarterback, and I didn't see that. But
and nobody was touched, I saw. Blitz coming.
2nd and 5, pass.
Wally Evans. Yep.
Nice catch and run.
Here's the 25-yard 30.
Evans to the Bobcats.
So a first down pass there from Judd. Judd trying to finish up the last drive of his senior season with some, with something that they can be proud of.
Right, as I expected them to. They're actually moving the ball right now. 1st and 10. Pass. Overshot his target.
Bit of an errant throw there by Judd. Threw it high. I think he was expecting Workman to turn up a little sooner than he did.
And those are the plays that I think he's going to regret the most.
Yeah.
He missed that one. There was an interception in the first half in the red zone. And then the touchdown pass that he kind of overthrew his man out of bounds in the 3rd quarter. It's like 3 or 4 passes.
Those miscues hurt him.
Yes.
And they were always in crucial position, too.
Right. 2nd 10, he's dropping back. He hits Santo, who has some space. He's out running past the 10-yard line and finally brought down at about the 6.
I'm really surprised that there wasn't a flag thrown on the far side of the field because Wayne Stark and a Cowboy defender were like they were having a wrestling match over there.
One of those end of the game frustrations blocks. Here we go, 1st and 10. Bobcats in red zone, but he's going to be sacked.
That's another sack from Vlad Simoyenko. Called that name 3 times tonight.
Timeout, Benson.
Bobcats.
And that sack hurt Benson. And speaking of being hurt, Copper Queen Community Hospital in Cochise County, their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-532-6435. Thank you so much to every one of our generous and amazing sponsors for everything you do to support not only just Cool FM and our live streams, but to support all the young athletes of Cochise County.
Yes, absolutely.
It reads complete.
Once more, those
all right, 102 on the clock here, guys. 26-0. It's been all Cowboys tonight.
Great game by the Willcox Cowboys and great season for the Benson Bobcats. Unfortunately, they're going to come up short tonight. Dawson Judd has been a phenomenal quarterback, had a great season. He's obviously with his team, they've called the timeout here to reserve this last minute so they can try to get in the end zone and put some points on the board and try to end it the right way.
Right.
After the timeout, 2nd down for Benson.
2nd down and 13. 1 minute left. Judd back to pass. Another drop pass.
Pass is incomplete.
Miscommunication by the 2, and Workman was open. Judd just off target.
Yeah, he's been a little off target
tonight.
Today.
Judd throwing the football, it just hasn't been what we're used to seeing for him tonight.
Right.
But I think a lot of just been this defense has kept him off balance all night.
Got to credit. They have at least 6 sacks.
Yes.
Tonight. So 3rd and 13. Judd,
and that's probably the 4th sack there for Vlad Simoyenko. This young man on the warpath up front.
For the Cowboys.
Wow.
Just a dominant performance. And this is exactly what we were just talking about. the Cowboys defense made so many adjustments, and they're just really just causing havoc up front, and they're only rushing 3.
Right. It's going deep.
And that's a catch. That's a touchdown, for Benson. Jason Santo with the post-up high-point ball there.
So despite all the sacks on that last possession, Benson still is able to put a score on the board.
13,
Touchdown pass, Dawson Judge to Jason Santo.
And so, yes, that may be the last touchdown pass. Or not may, that will be the last touchdown pass of Dawson Judge's star-studded Benson Bobcat football career.
He's got a man. He's rolling right. He's got a man open. He finally throws it. I think it's a little late and incomplete.
And so, yep.
Nope, the two-point conversion is not good. So 26-6 is probably how this game is going to end.
So we're going to throw this right down to our sideline crew as soon as we get to 000 on the clock, and then we'll be going down to meet them. So you'll have our entire team on camera, and we'll be giving you some post-game analysis as soon as we get complete here. 15.8 seconds left in the game.
Yes, hopefully we get an opportunity to speak with some of these Willcox players or coaches.
Fourth quarter, still Scottsdale Christian 14, Santan Charter 7.
Cannot say enough about this Willcox defense tonight.
Really can't.
I would say unofficially 7 sacks tonight. And that's how you wonder going into the game, how are you going to stop the Benson passing attack? And, you know, on the other side, it was how is Benson going to stop the rushing attack? Well, Willcox had all the answers tonight.
Yes, they did.
They had an idea of how to stop Dawson Judd and limit their passing offense.
And they didn't stop them with defensive back play. They stopped them with the big boys up front. This game was won in the trenches by the guys wearing the red jerseys tonight.
I would say he exposed the offensive line a little bit.
I think so, too.
Onside kick here. Easily recovered.
Quavers that falls on that? No, that wasn't Quavers. I'm sorry. That was number 73 Teeters. Teeters that fell on that kick. And so Cowboys got the ball, and they're about 1 knee away from moving on to round 3, right, of the state playoffs. Running into the semifinal. They're going to be in the final 4 of Arizona football here, marching towards the state championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So again, right at the conclusion of the game, we're going to send you guys down to the field. We got Coach Jared Young and John Berger ready to give you a post-game wrap-up and analysis. It's been great calling the game here with my friend, Coach Dennis Baker.
And that is your last play of the game. Willcox will be moving on.
Get back this way and look at that final scoreboard. The dominance was in favor of the Cowboys tonight. We got fireworks, we got all kinds of craziness, we got cowbells galore, and we got all kinds of fun stuff.
Zoom in. Man,
the
what an
Willcox
incredible
Cowboys, man.
And
what a performance.
And you know, we were talking about it earlier, how Benson, they're a pass happy offense.
Yep.
Good running game, but you know that offense and defensive line for Willcox are really my MVPs at this one.
By far, John, you're right. You saw all the dominance of the skill players, but you don't do nothing without the trench warriors.
No.
You know that.
And what we saw was 5 or 6 sacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
in this half alone,
I mean that's
Dawson Judd had no answer. He could not do anything. So hats off to the Bobcats making it to the quarterfinals. The Cowboys are so proud of their home crowd came out and represented. They did what they were supposed to.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got some incredible semifinal action coming our way from a Southern Arizona football team that doesn't look like they're going to let up, John.
And they looked even stronger than I imagined. That's the thing.
Man, I'm getting emotional with that song right there, dude. The Toby Keith. That's so cool. I should have been a Cowboy. That's so good for them right now.
Good name.
Look at that crowd.
Yeah. Nobody's left.
With the red lights.
I'll say this. Also, Benson is getting a lot of love over there from their crowd.
As they should.
Yeah, and they traveled
had a heck
so
of a
well.
season. They played their tails off, came back in a lot of games, and they made it into the playoffs.
Yep, they sure did.
Oh, look at this performance, man. Look at this. And they're singing it. The whole Cowboys team is singing it.
Yep.
Singing the chorus. I love it.
It was an absolutely amazing performance. Let's move up a little bit. We can get a little bit closer to this.
Just like Gene and Roy.
So what happens when this is your main song for school? There's no band playing that.
Oh no.
It's not like a fight song.
True.
Kind of though. Like, interesting though. Well, so that's Benson Bobcats and Willcox Cowboys. Cowboys, an absolutely dominant performance. We were talking about it, just how that offensive line was absolutely dominant. The running game was dominant. What did you see on Willcox's defense? Why was it that Benson just couldn't pass on them?
So I saw this, and I didn't see it the first half. They switched to a 3-4.
Oh.
They had a three-man front, and they widened those backers.
Yeah.
Kept them outside and flushed the flats. Nothing was happening for the flats. Dawson, and then they brought the two linebackers off the edges and came around.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Dawson could not roll like he likes to.
Like those old offensive, like those old Pittsburgh Steelers 3-4 defenses with Greg Lloyd and Kevin Green. Yeah, absolutely. You got to have big, fast defensive ends that can, one, pass rush, but possibly bounce out to kind of spy.
Exactly. If we could find the stat guys that we were talking to on the sideline, those were the stat guys, we could probably see 8 sacks, 9 sacks for the defense.
Oh, my gosh. It was absolutely dominant performance over there. We got Kevin and Coach Kevin and Coach Baker coming down here in a second, so we're going to get a little more. Here we are, man. He snuck up right behind us.
There's Kevin.
Coach Kevin, how did you do, man?
It was hard trying to get down, man. The fans are still celebrating up in the stands, so it was tough getting down.
Loving that Toby Keith.
Good football game, right?
Woo!
The three-headed monster.
Yep.
Wow. That's all I got to say.
I don't know what you get, but I want to give a shout-out to the entire Willcox coaching staff because they drew up a game plan that was masterful tonight. They didn't let Judd get set up on offense at all. They made him uncomfortable. They kept him off balance. He really couldn't get himself set. They won the game up front. The big fellas. The big fellas won this football game, the O-line and the D-line. They won this game. This game got won in the trenches. So just a masterful game plan made by the Willcox coaching staff.
Now, how many sacks did you see? How many did you count? Can you count that high?
We were saying up there, we said unofficially 7. What were you saying?
He was saying
9. Hey, you're probably right. We'll look at the official stats.
They went to a 3-4 defense in the second half, and they shut off Dawson because they were going to try. They were going to try and let Dawson start rolling to the right or left, and they just kept him.
And you can see what happens when there wasn't contained. Dawson Judd takes off.
Plays. And the minute he didn't see an edge, I'm going over there. But they held the edge very well. We talked about it a lot of times. That very good outside linebacker defensive end play tonight.
And on that note, you got to feel for the Benson Bobcats and Dawson Judd playing in their last game. Playing in their last game of the season, last game of his career. Hate to go out that way, but it was good to see you say they finished that last drive with some pride and made sure still got some points on the board. They were almost shut out tonight. So hats off to Benson Bobcats. Their season ends here tonight, but still a great season to get this deep into the playoffs. They just ran into a team that was ready for everything that they had.
I'm here to tell you right now, I know all we can hear is updates on the radio or from the PA. But Scottsdale Christian's not going to do anything with 14 points.
That's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough.
Not enough.
I'm sorry, but this team, like you said, has got state champion implications. If these guys can stay healthy in the next 2 weeks, they're coming back with the title. Title town.
Caleb
Absolutely.
Cook looked he looked a little hobbled near the end of the game. We don't think Asher Ward was 100% because he just did not look like himself running the football. So hoping that the Cowboys are not too banged up heading into this next round, but they got a lot to be proud of in the way they played tonight. And this was a great atmosphere out here.
It really was.
It really
so fun.
The band.
It really was.
The music.
The band was
lights.
the college band from Eastern
Oh,
Arizona.
okay, look at that.
That was from Thatcher. Those guys came down from Thatcher and played some.
See, that's community
music for
right there.
them
That's the kind of stuff I like right there. Everybody coming together
Yeah.
to support these young athletes. That's what you want to see
For sure.
when you like to see hometown football like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Willcox, I was impressed with them defensively because we've been looking at them and watching them all year, and everything that shoots off the scouting report is their running game, their running backs. And so many guys that can run for big yards, but their defense, the amount of sacks that they got and pressure they were able to put was impressive.
All right, we're going to try and talk to these running backs. Speaking of which, right now, and talk to Coach Slots too. Harold got to him before we did. That's all right. We'll get better views. We're all right. So here we are, back into the field.
So we're on field post-game, guys, and we're just, kind of coming down here, and we're going to get you some post-game interviews from some of the Cowboys players here, looking to talk to some of the running backs here. Caleb Cook, who had an amazing game. You know, he was the focal point of the Cowboys offense tonight. Would you say, Jared?
Oh, my gosh. And the kid, I was telling John when we were down here on the sidelines, he's a very patient runner. He waits for his defense. He waits for the play to develop.
Yes.
He waits for his lineman to take out a block here and there, and then he just bounces.
Yeah, I want to give
the outside.
Yes, he really is, and I want to give a lot of credit to their coach because it's not easy to convince the other 10 players on the field to block. You know, when he gets the ball, it's like he's got 10 offensive linemen out there for him because everybody's trying to make a block. His other running backs block like linemen. His wide receiver blocks like a lineman. So they make it really easy for him to make decisions. He just finds an opening. He's patient. He waits for it. He knows they get an edge for him every time. They always get the edge for him. I mean, it's amazing work by this team. And it's hard to get guys to buy into that concept that we're going to run the ball. We're all going to block. Yeah. We're not going to be high flying and flashy, that we're all going to do this. So, we're just – So, we're going to be bringing over Ishmael Cuevas, part of the three-headed monster of a running attack.
Runs up the middle.
Come on over, sir.
Ishmael Cuevas.
We're Cool FM.
Cool FM.
How you doing, man?
Here.
Really nice to meet you. So we got Ishmael Cuevas here. He's the guy I like to call the man up the middle because he takes the ball up the middle. And, young man, I've been watching you all season, and you averaging, about 4 or 5 yards a carry when you run up the middle of the field? So tell us a little bit about, how you run the ball up the middle. Put you in the middle here. Speaking of the middle, tell us a little bit about how you run the ball up the middle and just, where do you like to carry the ball?
It's on my line. I mean, I hit the hole and I somehow see green and get going. But it's something that at the beginning of the season I was out as a wing, out on the outside, and I told him to put me back. I want to run through the middle, so it's definitely something.
We got the whole thing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special moment all season. We've been watching these running backs, and I got to tell you that y'all know if you guys heard this or not. Okay, so a lot of times teams got 2 good backs, right? But you guys got 3. They like to say thunder and lightning, right? Well, I call you guys thunder, lightning, and rain because you guys bring all the elements to your opponents. All right, so we were asking you about running the football. We want to talk to you. So tonight, Asher, what was it like on the field tonight? Kind of tell me about, what's going on and how the game was for you tonight.
It was just a lot of blocking for my other backs, just to get them involved in the game and to keep running and scoring.
Okay. And Caleb, you seem to be the workhorse tonight. You know, they put a lot on your plate tonight. So tell us about what the game was like for you and how you handled it and what were the challenges you faced out there.
The challenges I faced was the safety,
Dawson
Judd. He just came down. I had to look for him every time, but every time when these guys blocked for me, I got yards.
Okay. And guys, and I'm gonna give you a couple questions, Jerry, 'cause I know you got a matter of fact, I won't steal your thunder. I'm gonna give it to you next, 'cause I know what you want to ask, but I'll let you get it.
So, we talk about what you guys have been capable of doing all season, and you give it. I know you do this, but talk to us about your offensive line.
There we go.
We didn't see more green grass than any other game.
No?
No.
Wow. Okay. So, you guys. I'm not sure if you've really heard anything much about Scottsdale Christian, but that's your next opponent. You got to go up the road a little bit. What's your focus going to be going into next Friday?
Another
or
week.
Saturday, whenever it is.
Another week.
Another week? One week at a time, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know that our line has to stay low and keep moving forward with our line. They keep improving every single game.
Yeah, that's one thing I was saying to my colleague on the sideline, John. We kept seeing the guys were staying in with their blocks, staying in blocks very well all night. And it was just kept. And you, Cook, as a running back, man, you're a patient runner, and I love seeing that. And I hope you continue to develop that because you wait for your blocks, you wait for your pulling guards, and everybody else. You're just like waiting. You got that good vision in the field. So, hats off to you guys, and good luck to see that.
We both are offensive linemen, and we both coach the offensive line when we coach football. So we get really excited watching you guys play because the big boys make it all happen for you. But you guys block for each other so well. So tell me what it's like being a part of this offense and knowing that not only do you have to run the ball, but how much is it emphasized in how you guys block? What do you guys do to prepare for that?
Just practice as much as we can, that's about it.
Okay.
We sometimes practice with the linemen so we can watch how we block and everything, keep our head in front, use our shoulder pads, not our chest pads.
Okay.
It's our you before attitude. You before me attitude. I block for them and they make it happen.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Come on in, Coach.
Sure,
Slots.
Coach, come on in. So, Coach, I got a question for you.
Sir.
What have you done this year that really caused your players to be selfless and really adapt the you before me mentality?
It's just what we preach. We started in April, and that's what we preach. We preach a selfless attitude. It doesn't matter who gets the accolade or who gets the yards, as long as that scoreboard shows us winning at the end, and that's what matters. And I brought it from my other program. I was super excited to see if it would work here, and man, these guys just took it and ran with it.
So how does it feel for you playing against Benson again? You beat them once in October, right? We were here for that game, amazing game. How does it feel saying, hey, we got you guys twice and we beat you twice?
Feels real good, especially when I think it was on your guys' show that you guys said that they had the best linebacking crew in the state. We put that up in our locker room, and Benson called us out, said they want Willcox. Well, they got us.
So there you
So Teeters, Cuevas, and Cook took that real personal because we feel like they're the best three linebackers. And and our defensive line took that personal too. So as you can see, they couldn't block Allen Allred. It was just a team effort. I usually don't. I'm not a guy who calls people out, but when people didn't see what these guys did all year, and then we showed it.
Oh yeah, and we've been tracking the performance of you guys all season. I mean, when you have 3 of the top 5 rushers in the 2A South wearing the same jerseys like you guys do, it's just hard to game plan for that. So tell me a little bit about your passing game and how what controls when you make decisions to throw the ball or not.
I make none of those decisions. I call the offense or the defense. I'm sorry. So Mike Patterson's a master at that stuff, and this guy right here, Trevor Ward's always in his ear. So we just kind of see how they're aligned. It's a Taco Bell offense is what I call it. Wing T offense, Taco Bell offense. It's all the same stuff, just wrapped in a different package.
I like that. You mind if I borrow that?
You do it.
I'll quote you, of course.
I stole it from Kyle Carlson and Parker.
Okay.
Good stuff. Well, Coach, you know, seeing the old style, I call it the old style because I'm old school, and seeing the student body, just that good old toss, sweet play, you know, seeing Cook flying on that, just a special thing. And you know, going into Scottsdale Christian, not seeing I'm not sure if you see anything on film. What's your next thing happening that? What are you preparing for going against those guys?
I mean, Scottsdale Christian's going to be legit, and Coach Sheehan and I, we made a deal at the beginning of the year to meet in the state finals, and unfortunately, we're going to have to meet in the semifinals. So we'll see how it goes. We'll do our thing. They're going to do their thing, and we'll see where it lands. It's like Cueva said, it's just another opponent.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been amazing. We're getting a chance to talk with you guys because we've been talking about you guys for the majority of the season. Again, congratulations, Coach. Great win tonight. It's been amazing for you guys hosting a great game down here. Wishing you guys the best of luck going forward. And again, the three-headed monster of a running attack, lightning, thunder, and rain, the Willcox running back committee, and they also block like they wear the big 70 and 60 numbers too. Guys, it's been great. Wish you the best of luck going forward. And bring it back home. Bring it home to hardware. Go to state and go get it done.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, guys. Great win tonight.
Congratulations. Good luck next week.
Can I get a picture with you three?
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. It's been great. Good luck. Good luck.
We're still live.
So that was an amazing opportunity to talk to three of the best football players in the state, three of the best running backs in the state, and definitely three of the best in our little corner of Arizona. What a great opportunity we got there. Good work, John.
Hey, man. I called it last week.
The Wrangler.
I don't like to brag, but sometimes.
Now, I want to say on camera, I'm sorry to the owner of R&R Pizza in Willcox. You guys took it right out of me. But, man, a Willcox team that is fired up right now. They are going to do some amazing things down the road next week. We don't know what's going to happen yet, but we know one thing. Those three in the stable, they got a chance.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll bet even with those three running backs, I'll bet if you could switch one player out of those guys, I'll bet they'd still be successful. With that offensive line, you remember the Dallas Cowboys back in the day, you know? They 8 people alive. You got Emmitt Smith that just 5 yards per carry, 5 yards per carry. That whole Eric Williams, Nate Newton, but that whole offensive line, you see that here with the with the Willcox offensive line. So far, 2A football, if this team maintains, I'm seeing state championship on possibility.
Yeah, and what can't be understated, we talked to the running backs, and that's the offensive side, but their defense tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I would say their defense was
sacks,
either just as impressive as the performance by Caleb Cook, but defensively, one guy had like 4 sacks by itself, and we're talking about 8 or 9 sacks. We could have, we could have, and maybe should have interviewed 3 defensive players as well too, and they could be telling the story. Offensive line, but
we got time, guys. We can always come back.
Plenty of love and kudos to go around for that team. So shout out to Willcox, and like you said, man, we're hoping that they bring the hardware home.
It's gonna be hard for anybody. It's gonna be hard for anybody to beat a team when you can't get the football.
Exactly.
It's just gonna be difficult. So
I mean, I sat there in the corner down there, and I looked at the clock, and here's Willcox getting ready to punch it in, and I'm like, 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter.
We said that. We talked about how
running.
I think Benson had like 45 seconds of possession, maybe under 2 minutes of possession in the first quarter.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, this game was all Willcox. I mean, their game plan was solid. And their game plan was solid. They executed it greatly. And again, the you before me mentality, selfless
Absolutely.
football. It's
They
so
played that for
hard
sure.
as a coach to get your guys to buy into it. But they got it working down here in Willcox, and we see that it's resulting in wins. I mean, they won the trophy in the rivalry game earlier this year, and then they followed it up with another win. And how fortunate was it for them to get 2 back-to-back games on their own turf?
Absolutely.
You know?
And, they have a great supportive crowd. You got the Cowboys cranking, and you got just an incredible community down here.
Yeah.
You forget about small town, football sometimes, and you're humbled when you get to go to a game like this.
Yes.
And they're 30 less than 30 miles apart.
Right.
Showing, having that rivalry, but knowing these guys, half of them probably know each other. They go out in the middle of the field and go shoot cans or whatever. They're going to do
They
stuff
also do
like
sevens against each
Yep.
other.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys been playing against each other in football probably since they were 8, 9 years old.
And we also saw them this summer at Hampton Field.
Hampton.
So
With Coach
we've
Thomas
seen them
Knowles,
playing this
yeah.
stuff. We know that each one of them can play. Well, let's close this one up. I think we can take a video of our player of the month.
He's right there.
Down.
Yep. So
Oh,
okay, so we got one more special thing for you guys. So stick with us. Don't leave us just yet.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to walk down the field.
While we're walking down, I want to thank all the high school coaches for having that 7-on-7, because that's probably the only time we get to see a lot of these teams play against each other because they can't do it due to their classifications.
You never see it. You never see Buena and any of these other teams on the same field
Right.
except for in sevens.
But it was a great opportunity to see that, and so we urge all of you all to come out and watch that when it happens this upcoming summer, because I think they're going to do it again.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be big crowds out there. You got him?
I got the head coach, Dawson Judd, and Andrew Workman.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So we're gonna get some of the Benson team to come over, have some of their star players and their head coach come over and have a little chat with us. And we do have a presentation that we want to make to Mr. Dawson Judd as well.
Take this out. I don't want to hit it.
You want to speak and present it?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can do that.
All right, I'll let you have it. How you doing, Coach?
Coach Rass?
I'm better. All right. Yeah. Not the night you guys were
I know
hoping
you guys
for.
wanted to get out of here with a W and getting down the road to the semis. And
you guys had a great season. We've been
let's
watching you
talk
guys a
about your
lot
season
to be proud of. So before we got some things we want to do, but before we get into that, tell us about your season and kind of ups and downs and what you guys did to persevere through it.
Yeah, well, I think we were overlooked a little bit, and we scheduled a pretty hard schedule on purpose. Got a couple Phoenix teams on the schedule because we wanted them to know what the playoffs were going to be like, and I think that really helped us in the playoffs. But I'm proud of these guys. They fought their butts off. 6-4, we end 8-5, I suppose. But ending it this way is always hard. And once hindsight goes and we start looking at the season, it was a successful season. This is we call it year one because our staff didn't have a off season in our first year. So I think we're ahead of where a team that's kind of coming back, and we brought Benson football back. So we just continue and keep stacking and keep working, and hopefully we're right back here next year with a better outcome.
So one question before we shoot over to your players here. I noticed that you guys do something a little different. It's not very common to see teams at a school your size use that spread offense that you guys run out of. So what makes you guys, what kind of influenced that change, and what helped you guys be successful at doing that?
Well, our offensive coordinator is really good at what he does, and you got a quarterback like Dawson Judd, and you got athletes like Andrew Workman. It's hard to not give our guys the ball in space and make them do what they can do best. And when you see that, you just game plan for it, and you make that your scheme. Because, Dawson Judd, Andrew Workman, Raleigh Evans, Jason Santo, we got so many weapons, and we got a lot of them coming back. So we're going to continue to grow there and just play that speed football.
Well, again, Coach, I know the season didn't end the way you guys wanted, but again, congratulations on a great year. It's been very entertaining watching you guys play and looking forward to seeing more of it. So, speaking of some of your great athletes, Andrew Workman, two-way player, right? We've seen you do a whole bunch of great things on the ball. Give us your thoughts and reflection on how the season went.
I agree with my coach. We were overlooked, but we had some athletes that came out at the start of the season and proved that we don't need to be overlooked, and we're a really good team that could keep up with these good teams in 2A. I think we proved that we could be a turnaround team and make it to the playoffs. I feel bad for these seniors, and I'm upset with the outcome, but it is what it is. I don't identify as myself as a football. I'm not just a football player, more than that. And I think all these seniors need to see that too. And I think we need to just look past this as seniors and keep going with our life. But I think we had a really turnaround season for sure.
Again, I think it's not what you guys wanted at the end, but you guys put up amazing numbers this year. We've been watching you play, and like where the ball is, you were there. You've been there all season. So I know that it's not the greatest feeling right now, but I think you're going to remember more about the journey than always the wins and losses. So if I could give you some words of encouragement, that's definitely what I'd give you. But you had a great season, man.
Thank you.
Great year. All right. Now over to the quarterback and more, right? Because you do a lot more than that. This is Dawson Judd, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't met yet, but I'm Kevin Lassiter, and I've been calling you Superman for probably the last month because you do a whole lot of different things on the football field. So please give us your reflection on the season and, what is your plans moving forward?
Yes, sir. It was a rough way to end it, but, we were really overlooked. Rankings going into it, 1-1-7. We knew we were a better team than that. We knew we got athletes coming back. We had all of our DB group, core coming back. Everyone was coming back. We knew it was going to be a good season. Last year was rough. A lot of firsts for everyone. First time quarterback for me, first time offensive coordinator, first time defensive coordinator, a lot of first time. So, for this being a second year year one really is one I'm excited to come back and watch Benson football.
Oh, wait a minute. So last year was your first year as a quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And then this was your second year as a quarterback.
Yes,
and you had over 2,500 yards passing.
Yes,
and you were a leader in 2A in passing and in interceptions as a safety.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how you prepared to do all of that. What did you do in the offseason to get you ready to perform at that amazingly high level?
Well, I can give a lot to my coaches. We really emphasize getting there, being hard on off season. You got to be in the off season. For these younger guys, it all starts now. Off season starts now, and I could really give a lot to the coaches. All college athletes, and they all knew this stuff. They were all very, there was it's a great coaching staff. I think it's the best in our school at least. Even in 2A, I can even say, but I could give a lot to the coaching staff.
Well, I know that you guys may not have finished this game the way you wanted, but I think we got something else that you may enjoy that we're about to hand to you. So please, Coach Jared.
So Dawson, for the month of September, Cool FM and Ed Morris Automotive Group recognized you as Male Athlete of the Month. So this is your wonderful award, and not only for the month of September, but obviously your whole season. We knew things were special. I talked to you at the Bisbee game, and I knew something was going to happen for you guys. And to see you guys just keep developing over the season the way you did, and adversity hit you, and you kept striving ahead and kept doing what you needed to do. So, hats off to you guys and Coach coming into a not knowing what was going to happen, coming in from outside and seeing this program and seeing what you've done in a little bit of a year and a half. This is exciting to see Benson back on the map for sure. And it's going to be even more exciting to see what you're going to do with the more off seasons. And we're looking forward to seeing that's all that new excitement and that new keep that speed, that flying offense that you're developing so far. So
yes, sir. Good
luck on the rest.
Thank you.
On the off season, Dawson, we hope to see you at the next level whenever you're going to be, wherever you're going. I know you play a gazillion different sports too, but you're a baseball guy too, but we love seeing what you can do on the gridiron for sure. We hope we can see that continue.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations again on your award. And congratulations again on a great season. We wish you guys the best of luck moving forward in your other sports and endeavors. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the Bobcats are going to come out and do next year, Coach.
Yes,
so thanks a lot for spending a couple minutes with us, guys. We really appreciate it. And please go spend some more time with your teammates and your families. And when you think back on this season, remember what you guys accomplished together. All right.
And just real quick, I want to thank you guys. I just want to thank you guys for everything you guys do. You know, it's for the kids and the coverage you guys have and the post-game show that you guys have. It's absolutely incredible. So thank you for your support and all of Cochise. It's great, and keep rocking, guys. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Appreciate
Coach.
it, guys.
Thank you,
Have
guys.
a good night, guys.
Cool. Hey, good job, man. Great season. Hey, you were the best quarterback around.
That's right.
Best quarterback around.
Easily.
Yep.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. All right, that wraps up the post-game interviews. I think Coach Kevin, and it's always good to be able to hear how these guys are, you know, able to handle a loss and handle this kind of a game, high volume, high intensity, all that stuff going on, all the accolades, you know, to see them be humble like that. That's part of the coaching staff. You know, that's showing that coaches are leaders and doing what they're supposed to help these young men become young men. That's what the bottom line is. You know, we're in the business of having a great, you know, getting these guys ready for a game and everything, but we're also trying to get them ready for life. And I think that coaching staff's going to do a fine job in the next few years.
I agree.
And this Willcox Benson thing is going to get even more intense, you know. So it's going to be exciting. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in tonight to our game footage here at Willcox. We might be able to go up the road next week in Scottsdale. We'll see if we can get a crew there to follow these Cowboys and see what's happening. I didn't catch a final over in Sierra Vista.
I got you. All
right, let's find out.
So final score in our game in Sierra Vista, Marine Academy Eagles 43.
Oh.
And who they play against again? Who was that? Paradise Valley 18. So Marine surviving, thriving, and flying on to the next round. Congratulations to Coach Hampton and the Eagles.
Good job, Coach Jalen. Proud of you. Keep those Eagles flying, man. Let's keep those guys one game at a time ready. We know you can get to that state title game and do your thing. So
thanks a lot for hanging with us tonight, and we appreciate it all. Oh, wait a minute.
Thank you to Coach Baker. Thank you to Coach Kevin Lasser. Thank you to Coach Young. My name is John Berger. Thank you to Todd Ryan. Thank you to
Vito, our cameraman, the man behind the scenes.
All the people back at home watching, and all the people back home in the office running this for us. We really appreciate it.
Man.
All right. So, this is the end. All right. So have a great night.
See you guys on the sports show.
Good night, everybody.
God bless.